2, 1. Welcome to the big quarterfinals here in Deathmatch Nations Cup USA B versus Germany A. I am joined by Wendy True, and we're gonna watch a banger of a DM set here. Big hitters already out game 1. Persian and Mongols pockets on the left side. boOmstik, Sicilians, one of his favorite civs, will go against the Ethiopians of Kelar on the right side. Zayu's Teutons about against Hydra's Burmese. What are your thoughts on civs and openings here, Mr. True?
I think it's really good for Germany B or Germany A. Sorry, I really like the matchup of Kelar against boOmstik here. I mean, Sicilians are good, but Ethiopians. If you had to match Ethiopians up with someone, it would probably be the Sicilian. On the other side, Burmese against the Teutons. I like that for the Teutons. I think Burmese, it's going to be a little bit tricky to be aggressive early on. I liked a little bit of a Cavalier rush though, coming from Hydra. That's mixing it up a little bit, probably unexpected.
Stables for Zayu as well. Wants also to play some aggressive opening here. And we got Hazzy.
I think it Hazzy in the pocket with the Mongols. Man, I'm sure they're going, oh my gosh, there's a Persian. I don't know what we're gonna do about that. And he's gonna lose some villagers at the start. Well, maybe not, but at least he's taken off his castle. That's yeah, he did lose one villager to Terz. Really good start there for Terz. Maybe 2 vills down. Two down.
That's a good start for Terz. Terz is a pretty good pocket player. And Hydra did find some damage, at least on the right side. Zayu lost 3 villagers here with the Teutons. But should be nice matchup with Helvetier's SO after that, as True just said. Yeah, I'm hearing you fine.
I think Burmese... Okay, cool. Yeah, Burmese, I think, you know, it's going to be tricky for them. I think they're going to have to be really tricky with, like, using some bombard cannons here, which, I mean, if there is a map to try to counter Teuton Siege, it would probably be this one. But man, good moves by Terz. You know, Terz, gosh, like, really impressed with this guy coming into DM. Never seen him play DM before, and he's already playing at a really high level.
Yeah, he learned super quickly. He's also practicing a lot. He's so often in voice chats, both in DM Gaming and in the Germany DM Discord. He's really tryharding DM, and it shows.
Nice. Good to know you guys have a Germany Discord. We actually have an American one, of course. But yeah, I'm really impressed by the way he's playing. It's cool to see him playing so much. I think, dare I say, I think he might be the number 2 player on that team. I would take him over Viper, I think.
Oh wow, over Viper, I see.
I think Keller's their top player. Yeah.
How's Kelar doing on the left side versus boOmstik here? boOmstik seems to have gotten a nice position at top of the hill. Of course, I have to cut you off before you jinx ShiXo again.
No worries. No worries, no worries. Keller's trying to keep boOmstik off of the corner, while at the same time, Boom is just trying to push. And I don't think Boom's push is going that well. I mean, he did make some progress, but he lost a lot of siege in the progress of it. I still really like Keller's position here. I think Keller's not wasting much resource. Keller's playing very wise. Kind of methodical here, I think.
He's actually out of gold though, so he must have lost some resources some way. It's a lot of bombard cannons in the queue though. Maybe to push back these dungeons.
I see Hazzy's basically lined his castles on the trade. That's something I like to do as well. I think that's really smart. You know, the Mongols are going to have to do a lot of chasing this game. And he's kind of prepared his trade line for it. Big battles or big armies there on the right side. It's hard to know how Hydra's going to use the elephants. And he doesn't have that many though. He didn't invest too hard in 27 elephants. I think that's also pretty smart. Everyone's playing very smart in this game. I really like everyone's playing. Look at the fights though on the left side. Oh, big onager shots from Kelar.
Has to fight uphill. Oh, the bombard cannons though!
Oh man!
Loses all of them, gets some SOs in return, but bombard cannons way more expensive than those. So expensive losses for Kelar, 6 on gold and 90 gold only in the bank. That's a bit worrying.
That's very worrying. You know, here I was talking of Kelar being really wise here, but that was a huge loss.
Making shorters. He would hate himself.
Keller's a little. I think Keller's maybe not quite warmed up in this match. He's not playing very smooth here. Those were huge losses for him. I mean, the pathing of his units around those buildings is obviously a little tricky. And yes, guys, I'm a developer and I complain about pathing still.
I didn't even say anything.
You know, Boom's push is going remarkably well. It's only getting more and more steam here. And as you said, Keller's out of gold. He's gonna need some Persian elephants.
For like 10 Savar or something to clear this up. I would even say like rather cavalry than elephants. There's not much protection around these siege runners.
Look behind Keller's base. There's donjons. I didn't even notice this. Wow.
Keller's base?
Behind Keller's base, yeah.
Oh.
You got donjons from boOmstik being super annoying back there.
Really nice by boOmstik. Keller loved doing this in Carry Me or Die as well, so he's no stranger to build donjons behind someone's base. And there's 2 Tweppy donjons by boOmstik now. He's building donjons under Keller's castle. The disrespect.
Tweppy donjons. Oh man. boOmstik just no mercy going in for the kill this game. I really love it. On the right side, you got Hydra being really passive for Burmese. You know, you expect Burmese to be really aggressive, but passive gameplay here, a lot of cannons with the Mangulai from the Mongols, and this is actually, you know, if you had to predict how this map or this game would go, this is not it, and yet this is crazy.
Yeah, I'm getting worried for Germany a bit, like the game progression looks like the USA is definitely in shape here, especially Captain boOmstik couldn't play yesterday. Glad that his team kind of in the end narrowly made it against Pakistan, and now he can shine against the big guys of Germany A. With his favorite civilization for quite a while, right? Of Sicily.
Yeah, well, he loves Sicily. Yeah, Sicilian, especially when he can't make the towers for Japanese. I think Japanese were his historic favorite, but he loves the towers. Sicilians is the closest thing he could have now. There's something about towers of boOmstik that just makes him feel secure, I guess. Oh, that was a big shot, though, from Keller. Knocked out 4 SO in 1 shot. That was nice.
Rams even
Overall,
in place.
though,
I mean, what's that bravado
and
going
Cavalier.
Rams against an SO Civ?
Gosh, you don't think to make Cavalier when you got an enemy who has Persian pocket. But yeah,
And it's working!
wow.
The Cavalier sniping bombard cannons! Oh, I feel bad for Keller, but I'm also a bit proud of boOm, to be honest. Like, I'm talking a lot to boOm. I'm also a bit proud of him here.
Yeah, no kidding. boOm, I think he's one of those guys who, you know, he takes a little bit to get warmed up sometimes, but man, when he plays good, he's playing really good. And this is like showcasing it. Really taking over Keller's Island here, or whatever you want to call that, with a lot of donjons. These elephants, though, are going to be a little tricky for him. You look at his resources, he is low on pretty much... he's not super low, but he's very low.
Keller was a bit too proud here. He should have asked Terz for help earlier. I feel like he held off on asking Terz to come over for a bit too long. Now he's lost a lot of ground and lost his base, so pushing the trade will be harder. He did a good job booming back, so he still has like 95 villagers in the outcrop area behind him. So Keller is out of the game for now, but can still bounce back.
I think it's okay. Like, I think Terz made the right choice going to the right side. They have to secure a trade line. And by going to the right side, they did secure it. And now he has the option to move left. Like, Keller's base, you don't want to lose a base, but it was expendable. Like, you could lose that base, still have a trade line, still have an economy behind it. So especially I think it's actually a very wise play.
Especially on this map with the golden stones kind of behind your base here, since Terz didn't really need that space, I guess. I'm a bit surprised by. He expanded really smartly with the awkward farms, but as you said, it's really hard to farm with Persians on this map, and he's at least managed to squeeze 50 without taking up the space that Keller is taking right now.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, like tactics-wise or strategy-wise, actually, not tactics, but strategy-wise, I really love the way USA, or sorry, the way Germany beat, or my gosh, I keep mixing them up. Germany A is playing this. They're playing very smart.
You're secretly loving Germany B. It's completely fine.
Maybe just for today. Even though they're not even in the turn anymore. Sorry, Otter. But yeah, no, I really love the way Germany's playing this.
I mean, we beat Pakistan more convincingly than USA B.
That's true. No pun intended. Yeah.
Rage and Daywalker together was just too much. But anyways, let's go back to this match. Rage and Daywalker sounds too much for many people, though. I would
It
claim.
does. It does. Yeah, I would have loved to see Rage play more in the tournament. But anyway, you know, I think Zayu's making some pretty good progress now. Where's Hydra here? Hydra, look at his food count. His wood count, actually. Sorry, his wood count is miserable.
I mean, he can make elephants though. Food and gold are still looking doable. He joined a micro here for Hazzy, trying to stop Zayu's advance. I think Zayu's castle is gonna fall, so they're gonna stop the Germans on this side. But look at the left. Kelar? Did we lose our base? I don't remember anything.
It doesn't look like he did.
Yeah, the castle has over there. It looks like this
completely
is just
healthy.
I mean, maybe the starting TC's gone, but the rest of the base, it was never gone, guys.
I mean, but look at the food counts from Germany. You got 35 on food from Kelar, who hardly even needs it. You got 43 from Zayu, 59 from Terz, which I guess you do expect a lot from the Persian. And just how they squeeze them all in these little narrow areas of this map.
Something
really
wrong is
great
happening
economies.
with the sling for Team Germany. Terz slung the Ethiopians 12k. Now some is getting slung back. But the Persians slung their flank back into the game.
That's definitely unexpected. Meanwhile, you look at the USAB team, it's just the economies aren't there. They got a lot on gold, a lot more than, say, Zayu, but otherwise they're kind of low on the economy.
And Kelar's taking revenge right now. boOmstik is losing ground.
Kellar's cannons! Kelar, use your cannons! Oh my gosh, just lost 4 cannons to an SO. That hurts. 5 cannons. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, it was on screen. Yeah.
That was rough. Kellar's been a little sloppy with his cannons so far this game. Again, I think he might not be warmed up or something. But we do see a little bit of a push going on the right side. I think Zayu is struggling on gold. And a little bit on food, despite having 59 farmers. Zayu is going to start rolling lots of paladins, so you can see that. He's already making paladins. It's going to become really, really hard for Hydra to chase that around here soon, even though they are 2 paladin.
I feel like the push on the left was more dangerous though for Germany. Now Hazzy realized that, comes over with a Mangudai Mass. What do you think about Mongol Pocket? How much Mangudai, how much Siege should you be playing?
I think Hazzy's doing pretty good there. I'd do a little more Siege though, for sure. But Hazzy's doing fine. It sucks for him to match. I mean, Mongols is really good here if they didn't have a Persian Pocket, but Germany's got Persian Pocket, so that makes it really hard.
Big shots on the Mangudai, big shots on Hazzy's Mangudai. Mangudai Mass falls in a crucial spot. That was big.
Rough.
Kelar finally getting the big shots, not only onto him, but also onto him. Now lost all his Siege to 2 SO from
Those
boom.
are huge shots. Huge
If you're
shots.
coming for the Onager shots, you've come to the right place.
Yes, you have. That was exactly what USAB needed. They needed that really
Another
badly.
Trappy Donjon constructed under trap fire now even, so even more Trappy Donjon. Stops the castle of Kelar. Down castle for Kelar. Trappy Donjon for boOmstik. As the elephants roll in though, those are building killers as well. Backline forming with the ups. Siege onagers need to be remade for Kelar after those big shots. Elephants of Terz being microed onto the SO nicely, but SO get away. So good micro by boOmstik as well. This is a crucial push, and I feel like some holding shots are there, but long term, can they stop this with the elephants? Not even really short term.
No, I don't know. I don't think they can stop this push. I think Kelar with Terz has probably got this down. I mean, Hazzy's doing his best to micro the Mangudai to not lose them to the SO shots and still kill the elephants, but how long can he pull this off? I think boOmstik's eco is too weak. He's only got 21 on food. He's not able to keep up food production here of units. Oh man. This is looking really, really good.
He has a lot of donjons and he had great SO shots, but like the infantry mass never really was there. Didn't need it when he was only fighting Ethiopians who, well, weren't attacking with cavalry. But now that the elephants are there, he can't really add a meat shield for the Mangudai.
Hazzy's got to be really careful of these Mangudai here. Those SO are getting dangerously close. I'm holding my breath for Hazzy here.
It's not even on Team Brazil.
Yeah. Oh man, and you can see Keller's just hunting those Mangudai, like trying to get a shot on them. A lot of the Mangudai are injured too. Just one shot's going to knock out
One shot
the
is
majority
coming
of them, I
in.
think.
No, what? Behind the Mangudai or what? That was one. Takes out 5. Not the biggest shot in the universe, but more elephants come in. Forward castle is now being constructed for Keller. Is something happening on the other side? Little bit of slow pushing for Hydra. Zayu is sending paladins to the left now. They are gonna triple.
That's smart. I like that move from Germany. Man, this is all really relying on Hazzy. Can he keep those Mangudai alive? He has to keep them alive and doing a lot of damage. I think it's going to be tricky though. He's going to have Veso hunting them constantly, Persian elephants to kill, which takes forever.
Damage that they have. They actually dealt 21,000 damage. This group of Mangudai. That is very impressive for Hazzy. Oh no, but here goes the shots! I said it in the last possible moment.
That might be, that might feel like GG to them right now. That would hurt so bad. Yes.
I think it is. There's like 3 donjons left onto the trade. And Zayu will probably come over here as well. I don't know where his paladin went. Maybe they... Oh, they're here already. They're in the trade. Caravanserai check. They are done. They are there. Grinchy. Shortly before the game ends, but I showed the foundations earlier. Didn't get to comment on it, but yes. Terz is of course providing them.
Oh man, Hazzy also queuing Mangudai right into the fight, losing some of them to the elephants. The trade's looking really bad for USAB. This is getting out of control for USAB. You even got Hydra coming across the map now. This is desperation from USAB.
I saw the blue paladins, right? So they also said, there are 3 people here, you need to come. I mean, it's way more elephants coming than there was paladins. There's a lot of elephants coming, but the elephants are also being attacked by the elephants on the way. Terz with the war elephant blockade here.
War elephant blockade. Yeah, if Hydra needs to get on those SOs right now with the elephants he does have here, he might be able to pull something off, but I think it's only a short-term comeback. I think Germany is just way too well set up now. And that is a GG call.
GG is called. Whew, looked dicey though with boOmstik's push at the start. Germany, I think, bit better sieves, and they must be a bit shaken after this game. But once Terz slung Keller back into the game, they looked unstoppable.
You gotta hand it to Keller though. To lose that base and then rebuild it so quickly, I mean, that just really showcases his talent. Big fan of Keller, obviously. He's one of the most talented players in the game, I think. And plus, the decision to go Persian pocket on this map. Wow. I mean, what a great counter pick. I don't know how Keller does it. I think that's Keller making that call.
I think it's just
genius call.
You don't want to use your Persians game 1 already, so most teams would like keep them and hold them, and then Keller probably playing on that. Most teams wouldn't expect them game 1 and then brought them out game 1.
Not only game 1, but it's outcrop. Like, it's so hard to farm on that.
Yeah.
It's the last map you expect Persians on. And here they are, pulling them out game 1 on outcrop.
But it can be more defendable,
really
right?
clever.
The problem with Persians is that the sides can get overrun because Persians are a bit slower. And if you play them on golden legs, it's a bigger risk than if you play them on outcrop.
Well, I mean, looking, hindsight's 2020, but outcrop, it's hard to kill someone quickly. I mean, it's a crowded map. You have to go up and down hills to get to the enemy base. So, like, if there were a map to pick Persians on that your allies are not going to die early, it would probably be this one. And it worked out for them.
Did you pick this for USAB?
Now, why would you say that, Maldar?
I don't know. I just randomly read it.
No, I know. Maldar and I recently had a little bit of chippiness going on. Little Canada versus United States rivalry, maybe. Not much of a rivalry though, when the United States always wins, but
USAC obviously took a great victory over USAC. The Canadians were very happy.
I'm just joking, yeah.
Next map is selected. It is Canyon Lake next. So we saw the Persians already for the Germany A, Mongols for USA B. Then we had Ethiopians and Teutons here. Relatively high civ picks for the Germans. On the other side, the Mongols were accompanied by, I would say, merely a Burmese and a Sicilian. Bit weaker civs for USA B.
Yeah, I mean, Mongols probably not as good as people think of Mongols, right?
Yeah. They're hard to use in this map pool. Like, if there's Lombardia, obviously on Coastal Mountain they can be good, but on Lombardia, if the Lombardia's in the map pool, I think it's a bit of a different story, for example.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, talking about the map pool that they chose is pretty weird, right? I feel like usually we either see a Team Islands or Coastal Mountain at least. We don't see either of those two. We also, yeah, the Vinland Saga. I wonder what they're going to end up playing on that. That's really interesting.
But we're going to Canyon Lake next, so a bit more of the siege or elephant pockets have been very popular on that map. Or like Berber pocket, but we don't have Berbers in this this pool, these pools, right?
Nope.
No leash camel archer plays. Gonna happen with 500 to 600 eco kills. Man, leash is really the best pocket in DM, right?
Leash the best pocket in DM. Wow.
That's how it looked like at this tournament.
He's been, you know what, with Leash, I've been struggling to like figure out the positioning of my players. Obviously, Favorite's a really good flank pusher. Improvise, I think he's really flexible. Sometimes I think he's a great pocket, sometimes a great flank. And then Leash, I started out basically saying, look, man, I want you to go buck wild and just play from the pocket and make life tough for the opponents. And after a little while, Leash was telling me, you know, maybe we should switch it up. I kind of want to play the flank. So we started playing him in flank in practice games. And I feel like he's now gone full 180 on that and right right back to wanting to play pocket again. And man, the last couple times he's played pocket, it's like a new Leash. Very, very strong. Especially this last series, I thought he played fantastic from the pocket.
Grinchy is a big Improvise fan. He's saying his Improvise had one single bad game so far. But
Improvise is potentially the strongest player on our team. I think Favorite's also like really good in a lot of situations, but yeah, Jordan is just so flexible. I love the way that he plays. Jordan is Improvise.
We have a new match to talk about for USA B though, and for Germany A. We are going to Canyon Lake. It will be Turks for kelar, Hindustani pocket for Hazzy. Pocket will be Tatars Terz for Germany. ShiXo is playing the Maya! And then we have Celts and Teutons for backyback is playing today. Alright, there you go, backyback fans. I saw him being mentioned. And Hydra with the Celts. So fully new roster asides of Hazzy for USAB. And is that a throwaway game for Germany A?
Kind of feels like it, doesn't it? Although, I don't know. Like they might be able to try to pull off if they could get a good lead early. This might work for them. You put Tatar's pocket though and Maya on the flank. Maya can't do enough damage early. I don't agree with the pick from Kelar here.
You go live this time?
Sure.
Let's do it. We have Terz in the pocket as the Tatars. Maybe a double rush with kelar as the flank, trying to end the game early and make the Maya pick not matter. They would have to push Hydra's Celts though, and that feels hard. Hazzy is the Hindustani pocket, so can save early attacks as well on the flanks. And then we've got backyback with the Teutons. Maybe the vulnerable spot for Team USAB?
You think so? I don't think so. I think Back is going to be the reliable one to push here. Well, he's across Mayans. Mayans is not going to do anything. I think he's fine. If anything, I think the left side is maybe slightly vulnerable, but not really. I mean, it's really hard to kill Celts early on.
I thought Teutons with no treadmill crane, if he gets double rushed by the 2 CA civs maybe, but he's on the wrong side for that, right? So
Exactly. Totally agree. Yeah, Teutons would definitely be the vulnerable one if you had the Turks on that side.
Oh, Celts are the vulnerable one perhaps. 4 villager losses for Hydra. We should have looked there. Germany getting a good rush here.
Wow. Keller's on point today. You know, I was saying he might look a little bit, maybe, you know, not prepared or not warmed up, but I was totally wrong.
Jinxed Keller. So well,
Yeah,
we said he's struggling game 1, and now he's like, nope, you don't get to say that.
Oh, but he even got a little bit of a struggle going on over there on the right side for backyback, but I think he will get a castle up. Once he gets a castle up, he should be fine.
The old school castles, not next to the TC. ShiXo is rushing with Maya. 3 villager kills for Maya. Let's go. ShiXo also has red chat about him and is refusing. Killing 4 villagers there as well. Ooh,
oh my god.
USAP loses this game. That's going to be terrible for them with the civs. Castle goes up though for backyback.
Yeah, you know, this is about as bad of a start as could have happened, I think, for USAB.
Even plume raiding now. ShiXo, what the hell is going on? Give ShiXo, that's also what I did. We did a bit in C-Mod. Give ShiXo. ShiXo is like a guy, you give him the bad civs and he shines. You give him a power civ and he Titanics. With the ESPS Maya, all of a sudden he plays like a god.
Well, he is running a lot of units to their death here on the side of Backy's base. That is not a good look. But other than that, love the way that he's been playing. Oh, sorry, no, that's Terz. Terz is doing that. That's not something you'd expect from Terz.
Yeah, something I would expect from ShiXo, but ShiXo isn't doing that and killing 5 villagers. Oh, he's still catching strays even when he's playing good. I'm sorry, ShiXo.
ShiXo, you know, running around with Eagles box formation, something you don't see in DM. Like, how do you spot the RMR? Well, that's a dead giveaway.
Palisade walls and box formation. All right. Onagers is starting to come out for backyback. Maybe can stabilize a little bit. Obviously, Celts are still Celts, and Hydra is assembling his Celt army. So the start might have been shaky, but with the civilizations post-start, still all the chances for USAB.
I think USAB needs to be really strong on the left side right now. Like, Hazzy's got a lot of army there in the middle, but I think he needs to rotate left. Like, I think if he brings that army together with all those rams from Celts, they'll probably do a ton of damage. But he's not doing. He's focused more on the battle there in the middle with Terz. Ah, man, it's like, Hazzy, just ignore that. Go to the right.
I just read Felimaris chat comment. USB is not plugged in. That's actually a good one.
Not plugged in. I like it.
Sidron going against Cavachas. Celts are starting to push. One castle falls. Keller and bombard cannons has not been enough story in this match. And it continues like so. Loses 5-1 Celt. SO shot by Hydra. And Hydra is showing the power of the Celts now.
It's starting to be a good push for both sides of the USAB team here.
Hazzy coming out to support him as well. I think this is going to be super hard to drop for disturbance on the left.
Oh,
yeah,
so
a bit of
hard.
pushing on the right there as well. But now with the Imperial Camels, I think the left side is killing quicker. It's a base race, but unfortunately for Germany, none of their sides is racing.
This is looking really good for USAB. I don't know what you do as Keller to stop this, but we have seen Keller come back miraculously just in the last game. Maybe he'll do that again here. Backy also pushing. You know, if I were Hazzy, I'd probably be telling Backy just play it cool. You don't need to necessarily push too. Well, he is against the Mayan, so might as well push. Gosh, this is really, really tough for the Germany team. But as you mentioned at the start of this, Otter, like, were they throwing away civs here? It's a little bit of an odd civ choice. I know Keller's not a big fan of Turks. I had a long discussion with him about Turks.
He's playing Turks with Maya, so he knows he can say, see, Turks are bad.
Well, that, and I think that just shows that he's throwing away civs in this match. Gosh, that's such a good army.
Terz has
from the
adapted
USAP
nicely
team.
to the matchup, though. I want to point that out, that he's went for more like help HCA with Tatars here. Obviously can't play camel versus camel with the Hindus. Not sure that's
Those
gonna be
help are
enough,
so
but
bad,
he's
though.
a bit more helpful this way. Yeah, most helps are
Albus with
dead.
one
He's sending
armor.
some more. Oh yeah, had Tatar help. Yeah, maybe it's not that great.
They just die so easy. Yeah, I guess they still have all the bonus damage though, so it's not so bad.
Still
But
have,
yeah,
still
anyway.
have.
On the right
ShiXo's
side, it's gonna
holding
get a
well,
little
honestly.
dicey for
Like,
ShiXo.
for the Civ matchup, that he's still alive is pretty good.
ShiXo has 2 onagers and some halbs against students. Like, life is short from here out. His
He
life
had a
expectancy is...
few more a few minutes ago. I think there was some trades that I watched. But yeah, it's
He's gonna
looking
need a
rough.
lot of something very soon in order to change that tide. I think that's really bad for him. Hazzy
Micro's
moving
still
around
down
the
here?
map. Imperial Camels roaming through the middle. I don't know what he's planning on doing with that. I don't think he needs to do that. But
No, he just
okay.
needs to send 60 camels to push with Hydra, right? Isn't that all that Hazzy needs to do right now?
Exactly.
We have a stack of 60
exactly.
camels with Hydra's army at all times?
Exactly. Now you're making it a little bit tougher for Hydra, I would say. Hydra's probably going to lose his army here. I think the cannons, along with all the HCA, is
Classic
probably
Hazzy.
a good counter.
Classic Hazzy, man. Wants to raid so hard he forgets the objective.
It's like, Hazzy, you're raiding a corner when you control the trade line on the left side. Like,
Yeah. There's a castle in the trade, so...
ooh, good shot
Yeah.
though from the Celts. Oh. More decent shots.
You have some
I don't know,
bomber
do
cans
they
for
push
Keller
back here?
again. They do hit something for once.
The tough thing for Germany is they have to make something happen here on the left side, because on the right it is looking worse and worse by the minute.
Yeah, Zhao, Hydra
Becky is
better than
pushing.
Keller. That's so Zhao logic, right? If he wins Jurgens versus Maya, he's gonna celebrate it as a great victory. Same logic, Celts versus Turks determines. Hydra better than Keller. Another forward castle for Hydra onto the trade line. Trade is still going to this market. Terrible wood line anyways. I mean, you know, trade would have sucked regardless, yeah. And
Indeed.
ShiXo is still holding. Dodging. Nice dodge with the plumes.
I kind
Yeah,
of
okay.
think the Germany team's going to start pushing here on this left side. And somehow they have a trade line with a castle in range, which is not what you'd expect.
Yeah, somehow it's still alive. Partially. I mean, 0,
Well,
9,
as we say that.
12. Can't really call it alive, and the Imperial Camels are in it as well. Yeah, we might have exaggerated that.
I think we jigged that as well. Yeah, this is not looking good for Germany B now with the trade line at least.
But they've got an army
Yeah.
again. I mean, they're holding a little bit, which is commendable. Now, finally,
Commendable
Hazzy is
indeed.
on the left side again with Hydra, so that should make it harder for them to push back. Not enough camels, though. Like, where's all the army for Hazzy? Raiding, I guess. Yeah.
It must
Oh,
be.
only 3. He doesn't have that much.
He might have-
50? Where
Maybe
are
he's
they?
slung a little bit.
And they're
Where
going
is-
through the base
yeah.
now. He's sending them now to the left. Did he sling? Not really
He's slung
much.
1940.
Backyback
Yeah,
slung a
nothing
lot
too
more,
much.
actually.
Hazzy's got a lot of gold. I really like the resources from Hydra overall.
ShiXo is losing his space
Yeah.
now. Backyback
I mean,
is
if you're
looking-
USA, you just gotta hold this position.
Yeah?
Even if you end up losing this position, it's like you've taken so much damage on their trade line.
I mean, I agree,
don't
but they're
know.
losing the position right now. They've just lost it. Hazzy, why are you playing on the right workshops? Just send your army to the left, brother. Simplify the game.
Yeah, I think it's okay what he's doing now. They've lost the left side. I wouldn't even be building that castle if I were Hydra. I think Hydra's just trying to delay them getting back on their corner.
Yeah, if you buy
USAP
time
just
here,
needs
they
to
can't
settle
help on
down.
the right side, right? But I think USAP just needs to decide if they push one side with 2 players. They can kill the left or they can kill the right. But going back and
They just
forth
need to-
is not necessary.
They need to settle down a lot right now. They're in a really great position. They could lose their fronts. It's okay.
They're even losing
have the
Becky's
trade.
front right now. ShiXo is pushing back with Bloom Dodgers here. The Teutons are being attacked by Terz in the back, getting great shots, but that means the Bloom Dodgers and the Eagles are actually clearing the trebuchets and the ETK. ShiXo beasting with the Maya. I hate to... I don't know. I love and hate to be so commendable to ShiXo at this game, but he's playing great.
Yeah, ShiXo, well, he did get a lot of help there from the pocket player Terz, but overall, you know, again, he's not going to be able to maintain this long term. I mean, you're against Teutons as the Mayans. You really need something to happen on the left side, and it doesn't look like it's happening anymore. I think they should have continued the push when they had the opportunity on the left side.
Yeah, maybe Terz coming over to help ShiXo was premature. They should have probably had kelar long term a little more. Just to like fortify the trade
his trebs. Hydra suicide his trebs into that castle on the left. Oh my gosh.
Did he think that was his castle? It looked like it was his castle, because he had one there earlier.
That kind of sucks. You notice one thing about this tournament that I didn't expect is the popularity of Janissaries. Like, where did that come from? I've been seeing people using Janissaries. I hadn't seen Janissaries used from Turks and forever in DM.
Yeah, I've been noticing that as well. I thought partially it was always KD arguing. KD was always the only one arguing for Janissaries, and that Janissaries can be great in certain matchups. I saw them quite a bit from the UK team, so that might have been KD. But I also saw quite some of the RMers, right, loving Janissaries, and I think that's also logical.
Yeah, exactly. This is looking like a really good army, though, from the USAB team. Again, we got the Ram train coming in with a couple SO support and a lot of Imperial Camels from Hazzy. Something you and I were wanting him to do earlier. And again, I think the push is alive for the USAB team. I see a lot of villagers going left from kelar. He really wants that cornerback, and I don't see him getting that anytime soon.
No, we'll lose the castle on the hill now, and yeah, they can't get position back. kelar calls it GG call. But Germans with their opening made the US sweat with their strong civilizations. Caravanserai check after game end. Alright, let's go. Caravanserai are there for Hazzy. Players so today have got you covered, Mr. Grinchy.
2 games in, it's looking like I would say the Germany A team's playing a little better than the USA B team for sure. I mean, they made a game of it even with the worst civs.
Yep.
Gotta hand it to the Germany A team, even though they lost. That was an impossible matchup on the right and a near impossible matchup on the left.
Yep.
And they still made a game of it, so credit to them for that. But hey, I think USA B team is starting to get a little warmed up here. They're playing a little smoother. I like the way Backy played. He didn't give up pushing. He just said, you know, I got a mine in front of me. I'm going to make it happen.
Admiral Charles asking me when Rising Star 3 tournament is coming. I like the part this morning. where I'm asking other people what tournaments are coming. We're past of me having to host everything rhetorically here. That's what I love. Because I'm not hosting this one, right? Nice.
Sorry I didn't get back to you about that, Sal. I think we already did Rising Star 3. We've done 1, 2, and 3. It would have to be a 4th.
That's true. I was playing Rising Star 3. That's what got me into DM.
Yeah. I think at least one of them is not on Liquipedia, if I'm not mistaken.
I think 3 isn't because it's elo capped.
3 was... Well, they were all 3 of them are elo capped. But yeah, 3 had that stain on it from Dark. We won't go into details on that, but yeah.
The stain from Funny Liquid not continuing to play more DM after you've won it, you mean?
Yes, exactly. There we go. I gotta take a quick break. I will be right back, Otter.
That was Hindustani Scales, no problem, true. And then the Teutons for the US boys, and Germans did use Turks, Tatars, and the bottom right civilization here, Maya, listed under the Muisca even. Dark G, what could that be a reference to? Obviously through Dark Killermon dominating the Ragnarok Silver League, perhaps. Otherwise, if you really want to find out, you can search a bit on AoE Zone, you will find answers. But you can do that after this amazing quarterfinals as well. 1-1 scoreline. And we are done with Canyon Lake. 1 as a home map for the US team. And it looks like we are going to Vinland Saga. Ooh. That's a map I'm really interested on. True's Civ predictions. Well done, ShiXo. We are all proud of you for holding with the Maya there. Look, I played and we lost. You rushed 5 villagers with Maya though, that was nice. And I would say you held well. Obviously nobody hosting DM Rising Star 4 can guarantee that Zhao doesn't Titanic, so making you the star will be the hard part, Zhao. The hardest part in hosting that, probably. Thinking about Vinland Saga, we've got things like Jurchens, Gujaras, Hans, so many aggressive civs. Japanese can be great there too. Lots of options, I feel like, for Germany there in the first row. Probably don't want to use all of them yet. Later on, not the rushiest civ in pool 2, but maybe could see a Khitan. And in pool 1, Khitans also come to mind as a bit of a cheaper option. Then there's Magyars. Bohemians should in theory be strong. Because they're losing a lot of units that would cost food. And food is hard to come by on flank. Other than that, I'm not loving pool 1 for Vinland Saga, really. I think Vinland Saga is a bit more of a throw for pool 1. Sure, he could play Britons. But it feels more like a Britons, Khitans, Tatars or something to not use important civs. Or maybe even a Mapuche. I want to see a Mapuche.
I'm back.
What do you think about Vinland Saga civs?
Oh. For which side? Pool 2, Pool 1, or in general?
Pool 1, like Germany has all the good options left for Vinland Saga, was my analysis, but USAB probably gonna use some lower picks here, because there's not really that many good ones in Pool 1 for Vinland Saga.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, like, people have been playing Britons and they've been losing. I would like maybe Bohemians, Bulgarians kind of thing on Finland, maybe. Not really, though. And I would hope they would use those on different maps. I don't think they have good options, like you said. UCB is a little bit dry on the options there, whereas Germany A is kind of, I mean, take your pick. Pick any 3.
If you're smart here, as Germany A, I think you only use one of your top row, maybe just the Japanese. Play like Khitans on the other side, and maybe a decent pocket but no amazing one, and call it eco versus eco and we take a point.
That would be kind of the wise move. I don't think that'll happen though. I imagine Keller's got something up his sleeve to make it a win. I imagine he's gonna probably pick Slavs.
That feels like a waste, because pool 1 can't win this map in my opinion, so you... I think Keller is gonna do the eco plus 1 civ approach. I feel like that's the way to cook here.
Yeah, that would be smart. Oh, it looks like they started the game. Should we jump into it?
Did they? I still see a lobby.
I see it as a spectate.
Simply on front page. Players keep changing. I can reload. Back dashboard. Weird. Well, I can jump in now.
Sweet, let's do it.
And we've got Hans and George and some more investment than I thought. Would be wise and millions. That's a like decent pocket silver meant. boOmstik is going sticks.
I feel like the Germany team is pulling out some pretty big weapons here. Huns are good. Georgians, I mean, they're not great, but they're pretty good. Georgians are good. Malian's a little on the weaker side, but effective in cases. Aztec Bohemian.
I mean, US is investing here too. I didn't think that. So I think the eco approach at Aztec would have been bad for Germany because Franks and Bohemians is quite some investment by the USA.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I like the choice from USAB here.
I don't,
Gosh,
because
it's
you
hard
might
to
still lose
imagine.
because there's Aztecs. I mean, God tier Sylph, they will dominate, but
Yeah.
Franks and Bohemians, and then you lose the other side feels bad.
The big thing he's got Malians across from the Franks. I think that's really hard on the Frank, right?
Yeah, that's that too, yeah. Well, we're in. We will go live once more. Flags are for scrubs. And for game 1, we've got Kelar with the Huns on the left side. Will play against the Bohemians of Hydra. We need to kill quick, but Bohemians are weak to Rams, so maybe Huns can do it. And on the right side, boOmstik, Aztecs, therefore against the Georgians. And what do you even do here with Aztecs once Munaspa is out? Pockets we mentioned Malians versus Franks. What are your thoughts?
This is going to be really tough, I think. I think the Huns is probably going to just destroy the Bohemians early, especially with that Malian pocket. This is going to be really, really tricky to survive for Hydra. If he can pull off, though, later in the game, I think he'll be fine. He's going to need a lot of help from that Frank player, Hazzy. On the right side, though, it's funny, like, I'm more concerned with the Bohemian. The Aztecs is also a very weak Civ.
But that's just Huns,
you know,
right?
across from... Yeah, exactly. And you got Georgians. Georgians versus Aztecs isn't the worst thing in the world for the Aztecs. Oh man,
Castle might
so
go up here
brutal.
for Hydra. That's a good first step. 92%. House quick wall is there. Does even repair or keep building the house. Castle up. Nice moves by Hydra. Has only lost 1 villager so far. I mean, 1 villager is still 1 villager, but early rush not achieving much.
Got pikemen on the right side from boOmstik. Definitely not the thing you want against champions. That's not going so well for him, but I don't think it really matters either. As I feared for Hazzy, he's going to have to deal with a lot of camels coming across from the middle. But
barracks,
wise move from him. Yeah,
stables,
exactly.
So prepared his build order for this. Villager caught outside there. Will Terz find it? It looks like Terz is finding it too. It stopped. No, he saved it. It's happening on the Hun side.
Look at Kelar is preparing the ram train. He's already got 2 in the queue, or 2 set up, I mean, a lot in the queue. Oh boy. And I think Hydra knows this has to be coming. He's got to prepare some cannons, maybe behind his castles, or do something clever here. Hydra.
I'd like to see some onagers added as well. Just cannons, I feel like, always dies. If you add 10 onagers before the cannons, my opinion goes better with Bohemians versus Huns. He is not doing that though. He has a nice hill there in front, at least, that he can use right now. But that's also a terrible hill once he gets pushed in.
Yep, exactly. That's what I was thinking. That hill's more bad for him than good, I would say.
Right now it's good because he's on it, but how long, right?
boOmstik's base is flooding with enemy camels at the moment, which is really rough for him.
Now he needs the pikemen.
Oh man. You would really hope Hazzy could somehow get to the left side. He is bringing a little bit of reinforcements for Hydra, but I don't think it's going to be enough. But then again, look at the Rams. They're kind of going in on their own, and I think they're dying. Yeah. Does Hydra actually hold this? Kind of think he might.
Not much cavalry there, right? It's just a CA, and against the CA, wagons are a nice answer. Hydra is actually staying on the hill. Kelar isn't achieving much so far. Like, you must be confused why Hunt's not working. He isn't making many rams either. Like, you mentioned the ram train, but he trickled like some in that died. Now he has 6 rams on the field. It doesn't feel dangerous at all.
Look at the right side. Those Paladin, well timed from Hazzy. Getting a hold of a lot of SO here, potentially killing all of them. It's hard to tell. It doesn't. Got like 5 of them, 6 of them. Overall, good move. I don't like the ARB investment from boOmstik. I think that's a waste of gold for him.
Yeah, has the Jaguar Warrior now, so kind of the crucial unit versus the infantry anyways. Doesn't need the up backline now, at least not anymore that he has castles up. Jaguar Warriors should be dealing with the infantry just fine. But you can maybe switch to a Monaspa Mars, at least that's what he should aim for. Does he have the resource for that? Still not really the gold for it. And if there's not the Monaspa Mars, this is way less dangerous now for the Aztecs once they have their unique unit out. Nice Otter shots for Zayu though.
Take a look at the number of bills that are on gold for each of the sides here. I think that says everything about who's winning this match.
Yeah, it looks very good for the Germans, but Hydra is pushing back. On the left side, he's actually pushing now with the Haufnitzer. And if your army doesn't die, you don't need the gold. Is that copium for the US team? Maybe, but the Hussite wagons don't die versus the Huns, so we just need to replace them. Oh, but this Haufnitzer! What are they doing? Oh! Haufnitzer all in front of the wagons, and that's the Bohemian storyline always. He has a few more, but if you lose your Haufnitzer Mars, yeah, he lost half of it.
He's got a lot still, though. He got a lot to go. He can't afford to do that again, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's not the end of the world for him. I think
Geppetto attack in the middle. We have a crazy battle in the middle. Geppetto versus throwing X-Men. Let's go. This is a beautiful unit matchup. Throwing X-Men should win, right? They have more HP, right? That should be determined.
Well, the recent buffs, I think, definitely help. I mean, they got 6 range now, another range, more HP. Yeah. I think they might even have more attack. No, sorry, the Geppetto has way more.
No, X-Men don't really have attack. It's melee attack, which usually makes it a bit better, but it's 12 versus
They're both
15.
melee attack, but yeah.
No, it's not that. I think the throwing X-Men should win. We've got Onager cutting and Terz coming to help Zayu, to help kelar, I mean. Who is still under pressure versus the wagon Haufnitzer Mars, supported by Hazzy as well. And Hazzy's getting finally a bit onto the map. I mean, his castles are all still denied by the Geppetto raids. This Geppetto actually did a lot in delaying the eco of Hazzy, and look at Hazzy's resources. 500 food, 70 gold! There soon won't be a pocket in any of the fights.
I think the entire American team here is struggling on resources. They just can't get on anything. Germany basically eliminated any ability to get on resources early in the game. And that's going to start hurting here soon.
Pushing a bit back now as well as Zayu on the right side, so that's going to be an issue. Eco looking beautiful for Terz. kelar also developing farm eco there. Zayu, no, yeah, Zayu also has farms very forward, but they are all developing eco. Which side? Left side?
I'm sorry. You just missed a bunch of Bohemian wagons going down to their own onager shot. Oh.
Well, I guess really that's why what Hydra will say that you shouldn't hit onagers.
Yeah, his own onagers basically squished like half of his wagons. Ouch. You cannot afford that if you're the American team here.
Another big SO shot this time by Terz as the Malians into the wagons. There was another big one, didn't look as big because they were stacked up, but it was huge. And look at the HP of the wagons. They're on what? None of them has any health left.
Yeah, I think there's only 4 with full HP. Looking really, really rough for him right now.
I can only find
On the flip side, though, look at Hazzy. He's starting to get a little control of the middle. It's starting to stabilize a little bit better there. And honestly, Hydra's army is not that terrible still. I mean, he has a decent army still, but he just has no resources coming in.
12 on food for Hazzy? 12 on food for the pocket? I mean, that's going nowhere.
Rough. Really rough.
But the pocket on this map, yeah, the flanks are not supposed to have food eco because it's really hard to get food eco's flanks. But as pockets, you're supposed to be able to develop food eco on Vinland Saga even.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, it's not Hazzy's fault. I mean, he is playing against the Malians across from him, and Terz very wise to see that matchup right away, take a lot of the middle control, and look at the economy. I mean, these really tight maps, Germany has just been on top of it. Look at all the farms there in the middle from the Germany team, just flooded with farms.
Comfortable. We won't lose the center. Terz and V. Malians versus Franks, also quite nice though.
You rarely see trade set up like that too on this map. Wow, their trade is flowing.
Going from here to there, yeah, that's kind of whole map trade almost. As much as it can happen on Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
Could even maybe go for
Exactly.
the other tip there. Oh, boOmstik still has a castle there, so I guess not. boOmstik is trading from here until... Oh, there might be theoretically a good trade line as well.
Could be. Look at boOmstik's army there, moving across Blue's base on the top right of Blue.
That's such a boOmstik move. We saw that with Camel Archers earlier as well. It didn't amount to much with Camel Archers. I doubt it will amount to much with Pikemen and for Arbalesters.
Right. Yeah, that's a little goofy, especially now that he's moving underneath 2 castles. I think he lost his.
It's a sacrificial. It's a sacrifice to the gods. You know, Aztecs like to do that. Maybe it will lift the spirits of the people in the main fights.
I guess.
Oh no, they're finding farming rates. They're killing trade cards. It's actually kind of working. That farming there is not protected. It's actually becoming a decent-ish raid.
He got some value out of it. We could say that. I don't think he's going to be a whole lot of value, but at least he got some value there.
It won't save the game for them, but it was better than I would have expected. No, he's going to lose his base though. Zayu is setting up traps to kill the main island castles.
Yeah, you know, Terz is just so dangerous in the middle of this game. Oh, he's gonna lose a ton of SO in the middle right now, though. Oh my gosh, what was that? I swear, every time we call something out, it goes the other way for that player.
Yeah.
Maybe I should start talking a lot of crap about USAB.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I had some answers prepared on comments about Germany A that I now can't make, so it's a bit unfortunate for the storyline building as well. Castle goes down. Hydra is somehow pushing back now obviously after all those Otter just died there. So maybe a bit stabilizing here for USAB, but kelar is still pushing the base, right? And boOmstik
kelar is going to do too much damage. Yeah. It's looking really, really rough. The only thing they got going for them on the USAB team is the army in middle from Hydra, and it's not enough. Yeah, GG called.
It is not enough. GG called. And that means USAB loses a map where they don't really have the strongest civs for, and they still lose with Franks and Bohemians. So Franks isn't the best pocket anymore, but still a significant civ, and Bohemians on some maps can be a very oppressive flank.
But they did burn the Aztecs, and the Franks I don't think Franks are that great. They burned Bohemians is the painful thing for the USAB team. But at the same time, I mean, Georgians, Huns, and even, well, not really Malians, but Georgians and Huns is a big use from the Germany team. So I think the Germany team did have the better civs here.
Yeah.
And made good use of them.
But once again, on the pockets, nice counter pick for the Germans, right? That's game 1 and game 3, where they kind of out-strategized on the pocket picks.
Yeah, totally. Who could have saw that coming to Persian in the first game? Wow.
I think a camel pocket,
like I was saying,
a camel pocket on Vinland Saga you can see coming.
Just, man, kelar is just such a mind game specialist, I think, with the civ stuff. And, like, yeah, you never know what he's going to throw at you. Clever moves from him so far. Gotta give him a lot of credit. If he's
the amount of times where I've asked kelar for tips for my 1v1 series, it just says, yeah, you just lost the draft. It always infuriates me, but it's probably right.
Yeah. Him and I, a long time ago, used to argue on civ drafting. And then, like, I think it was like the last Steam World Cup, and he played against Frost and just beats Frost when no one really was thinking, you know, everyone was thinking Frost was going to be an easy sweep through his group stage. A lot of it boiled down again to like the picks that he makes. Very clever picks. Just a smart player. You know, Germany's lucky to have that on their side, especially since I think outside of kelar, you got some some DM specialists from Zayu maybe. Other than that, you don't really have anyone able to pick like kelar can. It's a really good mix for them.
I will give you the floor for a minute this time, so I'll be right back, and chat is all yours.
Okay. Let's take a look at the chat. What do we got going on here, guys? We got 89 people. Nice. This is definitely looking good for Germany. You know, you look at the civ pools here that Otter has up on screen. USAB team using 4 out of the 6 of their top row. Spanish and Bengali still remaining. Spanish is a little bit of a question mark how you use them here. I think, yeah, from pool 2, you still have Slavs, Georgian, Japanese. Phenomenal civs. Germany is definitely in the driver's seat here. Rising Star 4. You know, if people really want to do a DM Rising Star 4, we can maybe look at that. I'm not sure how much I would commit to trying to host that again. I hosted the first 3. But yeah, no, I mean, if DM community has interest, they could always put it together. Golden Stream Civs. Obviously, Spanish is good for USAB there, and even Bengalis, potentially. Chinese from Pocket could be good. What else do we got? Even Byzantines can be pretty good. Yeah, I think pool 1 is actually, like, what USAB has left is pretty good for Golden Stream. Pool 2 for Germany A. What do you play? I think it's tough thinking about the Pocket. You still have Japanese, which are also good on that. Japanese are good everywhere. I'm not sure. That's interesting. I kind of like USAB's position actually a little better for Golden Stream. Hey, Hydra. Dan in chat, I love it. Cut one it off, 2 more shall take its place. Indeed. We'll see if that happens. Not sure what that translates to for the actual game, but hopefully something good for USAB. I'm not biased or anything, but yeah.
Yeah, remaining maps are Golden Lakes as well and Runestones, right? Germany A won their home map in Vinland Saga. So that's the 4 maps that we've got left. And Kawasan. Right. Someone didn't mention, so Spanish are probably gonna go for Kawasan then, right? And Chinese are the Golden Stream Pocket, I would assume?
I would think so. That sounds right.
Germany A for Golden Stream. I don't have answers either. Civ pool doesn't seem great for it. Maybe a Dravidian? UK kind of killed us.
That's what I was just saying. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what you do. I mean,
they do have the best win rate in the tournament. Did you see the Civ thing they showed earlier? Probably not, right? I kind of said it already. But what would you guess are the Civs with the with the 3 highest win rates?
Overall in the tournament?
Yes, in the tournament.
For all maps. Okay. Wow. Spanish? Man, what is it actually? Chinese? And I know I'm probably wrong on all those. And Japanese, I'll say that. The silence tells me I'm way off.
Trying to figure it out. What you said? Spanish?
Chinese and Japanese.
So Spanish are sitting at 40.
I have more time to think about it.
Spanish are sitting at 47%. So actually,
is this the entire tournament or just playoffs? Or just playoffs?
Entire tournament.
Okay. Well, all right.
Chinese have 63. They're relatively close, but not top 3. And what was your third one?
Japanese. Japanese would be my first pick.
Well, one of the most used, but only 52%. Probably too often played. In a lot of mirrors as well, right? The ones I'm seeing, if I'm not making a mistake with the highest win rates, are... Wait, this one needs to go, because that's only 65. The third highest I'm seeing is third highest is Cumans with 66%.
Wow. Okay.
The second highest is Magyar's with 67%.
Oh, yeah, duh. Should have known that. Yep.
And the highest is Shu.
Shoo. How many times have they been played? Once? Like, okay.
13 times.
2, 3 times? 13 times. Yeah, I guess group stage, yeah.
6 times out of that were on Team Islands.
Wow.
But they've been played on other maps too. There are 2-0 on Coastal Mountain, 1-1 on Golden Lakes, 1-0 on Golden Stream, and they lost the one outcrop flame they were played on. Did Khmer have 71%? Oh, let me double check. I might have said something wrong. Yeah, Khmer have 71%. Forget it. Khmer is number 2, Shu is number 1, and Megas is number 3. So forget the Cumans. The Cumans are a close fourth.
Aldar. So I'll start playing Shu and wonder why you suck so much.
So, Golden Stream, we could see the Shu.
I think Shu probably has a high win rate because that implies like the series went late. Like people don't pick that early generally, right? And then I guess.
I think Shu loot runs are just really OP on Team Island.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
And in group stage, like Sweden, Russia, and us were playing them. And that worked.
Just make the pool based on the win rate from this tournament. That just makes me think of the amount of times.
Yeah,
I hear
Shu as the
comment,
top
like,
Civ in a Civ pool. Imagine that you have like the icons there of like Slavs, then the icons of like the Boya, the icons of the Conquistador, the icons of the Mameluke, and then next to that you have a white feather guard.
Yeah. Yep.
Would be kind of hilarious. They're taking a bit to set up the next game. Looks like we're going to Runestones. That's why I brought up the Civ statistics. And we will have backyback playing again. Hydra and boOmstik. So Hazzy benched. No roster changes for the Germans. So ShiXo will only play Maya today, it seems like. And Viper is still on vacation, I assume. 93 viewers without raids. Man, this tournament is... That's the biggest... Second... No, I had 100 stream recently. I forgot where. I had 100 viewers once in DM World Cup 5 or 4. I think 5 I was more organizing and casting, so it was probably 4. And then I had 100 on something recently, and now 93 might be my third highest raidless viewer count.
Nice. Yeah, this stream's been great.
I think the 100 recently were also DM Nations Cup related, but I might be wrong. Maybe it was last TDM finals or so.
We got some.
I should just not read chat. That I was happy about the viewer count, but reading chat is bringing me down already again. Oh god, now Sao with the joke. No, I want to run. Please leave everybody. Okay, I'm healed. I don't want to have 90 viewers anymore. Obviously kidding. Thanks for all the follows as well. I heard there were quite some coming in. That Honigdachs and Wendels, for example, I see here. And Was It Safe and Namke.
You know, I would have really loved it if there was like a rule around how long you could be hosting the room and not playing. Like, this whole lobby simulator thing.
I would love it if there was a rule how often the room is allowed to crash while I'm hosting it when having to restart my game.
Okay, yeah. I know there's going to be some dev jokes in here today. I get it.
But Pola completely ignored that my game crashed every time I hosted in it said when he complained.
For my people from World's Edge watching today, you know.
Especially with like selecting custom maps. Like every second time I reselect new custom maps, my game says tempering and closes. But we have Civ lineups, we have runestones, so you're free to talk about gameplay and Civ lineups again instead of about lobbies.
That sounds great. So yeah, we got Slavs from Kelar. Ooh, that's already big. With Japanese and Lithuanian, are they pulling out all their stops here? Are they just going for the win? That is really strong lineup.
Going for the
Germany A
3-1, then having a few options to close it out, it seems.
They're looking to end this series. But on the other end, you have Byzantines, Britons, Bulgarians. With the Byzantine pocket. Oof. I'm not a big fan of the American choices.
I am a big fan
what do you
of
think?
this game starting, and yes, I like the German Civs a lot more. There is Slavs versus Kelar on the left side. We'll go against the Britons of backyback. And on the top side, it will be boOmstik's Bulgarians. That rhymes nicely versus Zayu's Japanese. And that's a hard matchup for Bulgarians as well, I would say. And we've got Hydra with a Byzantine pocket versus the Lithuanian pocket of Terz. Let's see how fast he collects the relics. You like Japanese into Bulgarians as well, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Wait, is Zayu not building any houses? Oh, he's got Slavs. So. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly. The only thing that I think the USAB team has going for them here is I think the Cataphracts could be dangerous against the Slavs. But you do have a Lithuanian pocket, which I think negates that. I think the left side's gonna be very interesting. The right side, yeah, it's an advantage for the Japanese, but I think the Bulgarians ideally hang on for a while there, make it hard for them. But boy, it's already looking really bad for boOmstik. I don't know why he's making
Cataphracts dancing, Cataphracts are dancing, and champions are going in, finding value. They're expecting the pocket rush, perhaps, but that's a lot of idle villagers now all on the one crab post. Cataphracts surrounding his base. Zayu with a threatening start, but no vehicles at least.
I think he's okay. He'll be fine. He's calling for help. He's got Hydra coming over. With camels, which isn't super ideal, but I think will be enough.
Like he got two castles up really nice and early, starting to farm. Probably an accident.
It's a little random. Yeah, I don't think he meant to build a farm there. Yeah, okay, we see Hydra going into castles really early as well. I think he really wants those Cataphracts, which makes a lot of sense. Man, Zayu's playing really good here. Look at that. Fast trebs already onto the siege workshops. Love that. Well, more like I don't love that. Ooh, good shot though. Good shot though from boOmstik. Knocking out a lot of champions there.
Clutch
I don't know, what do you think?
Indeed. Forward castles for Zayu. Japanese trebuchet is coming out. I think this is looking dangerous for boOmstik. Especially if Terz would come over, but Terz is fully committed to the left side. And they really like the castle wall of backyback. He's gonna hold there for a bit. But if Terz could support up top, I think... it's a lot of camels now, but... maybe make something done?
If boOmstik makes like 10 more siege workshops and gets some rams rolling right now, I think they could be pretty dangerous on the right side. On the left there, though, that is a flood of army from the Germany A team.
Big army for Terz, indeed.
Oh my god.
Going into the quadruple castles, but if you have that many, Kelar has added the rams as well, so the castles want to target the rams because they're just addicted to targeting rams and doing nothing. Therefore, this dive is a lot stronger. Traps behind already for Kelar as well. Nice early trap production for Kelar. Something that he talks a lot about. Camels are trying to defend. It's just not the best camels for the Byzantines though as well, right? And we even see trying to drink down castles right now. Did I say backyback's fine holding?
Gosh.
Not versus this amount of army.
No, this is impossible for him. Although if he aims the castles, that'd be great. He needs to aim onto the SO. He's not doing it. As you said, they're addicted to aiming at the rams. Although there's only 2 rams left. He might be able to pull that off here in a moment. But boy, is that looking rough for him.
That one will go down, that one will go down. 2 castles left for the Britons. Army size of 22, eco size of 14. That doesn't total 40 population. Panic TC's going down in back, trying to deny that. Think you might have been a bit too late on the bet staggering, dude. But it's fine, we will have them for next game. but might already be the last game. USA push to the brink here by a nice push of kelar and Terz. Get at least one more, of course, but it's also looking solid for Zayu up top.
Zayu's doing great on the top. Boy, that's so annoying to deal with. Really good castle placements. Krebs raining down shots onto the SO. What do you do as boOmstik? That's really rough for him. He's making a lot of help, which maybe is not very useful here in this case. But what else can he make?
You kind of always need them, right? If the pocket comes, you always need to make help it, so I understand it as well. Maida's asking a good question. Someone gotta tell me why the Bulgarians here with these civs and play Aztecs with good civs. Yeah.
That is a good question.
I can't answer it.
Yeah. That's a good question.
There's the ram bars by boOmstik you wanted to see.
Oh,
maybe it's too late though? But Becky's dead, right?
Becky's really hurting, yeah.
Well, Becky will have to go to the back.
Hydra is doing okay, holding for him at the moment. Kelar still has such a huge army of SO though. How do you stop that?
He's
16
trying to
SO
aim
on
at
the
the
field.
cataphracts. He's dodging the SO shots with the cataphracts while retreating. If you dodge SO shots while trying to attack the SO, that's fine. But if you're running away from the SO and having to dodge them, feels a bit less great, as Kelar's just pushing forward. And the army isn't even really moving in and back, it's just moving back and back.
A lot of camels still too from Hydra, which I guess makes sense given that you have a lot of Lightus coming in from Terz.
Relic check. They are all in 4 relics already. Or maybe even more, I don't know, but they have the full attack. We've got 4. Will Becky be defeated? He has a castle. boOmstik pushed back the forward there with the rams, but it's not really a push. It's more of a hold
Survival,
death situation on boOmstik sides. He's trying with infantry and rams. Choo-choo! There have been so many rams this series and not enough choo-choo emotes in chat. I'm disappointed, guys.
Wow, this is looking so bad. If you're a USA team, you're maybe just trying to play it out a little bit. I guess try to get, I don't know, smooth over some worry I guess they might have on their team. I don't know. Looking really bad. I guess they still have a corner. If they could manage to somehow hold this, there might be some hope, but
the castle chain from the slash.
So bad.
Look at the castle. Dong, dong, daddy, net, daddy, net. Next one will be started soon.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, that's the GG call.
You're already calling the GGs?
1-3 in favor of Germany. Whew. Germany playing hot today.
And it feels like USAP has played 2 eco rounds while still losing some decent civs.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Britons could be okay, but you gotta pair them with something strong from the pocket, something fast and strong.
Or with
Byzantine ain't it.
Maybe elephants aren't fast, but Britons could also be an option.
Yeah, right? No, elephants could be. I mean, they would have been bad here, but yeah, in general. Yeah, I got you.
Here to lullaby sing a career. I do sing sometimes, not good, so it's not enough for a career, but these games don't give me the time to start singing. Not even this one, even though it was so over. But yeah, 3-1 for Germany. USA pushed to the brink in this game and in the series. Will need to be somewhat of a reverse comeback sauce from here on for them. Do you remember the comeback sauce?
Comeback sauce. Oh.
You did like the comeback sauce memes. There was some World Cup finals, I think, or something, where the comeback sauce played a big role.
I think it was GM Rising Star or something, wasn't it? It was all, yeah, I kind of remember something about that. Yep. That's hilarious. Did we even like make like a paint image of like a sauce bottle with back on it. I can't remember.
I think something like that. Yeah. Oh, I don't exactly remember. Britons, Byzantines, and what was that? Bulgarians used by USA, so kind of spending the Bulgarians here. And then on the other side we had Slavs. Lithuanians, an important pocket civ. And what was the third one? Japanese, of course. So no Japanese for Golden Stream.
They burned a lot of their good civs, and yet they still are set up pretty well. I like the civs for USAB a little better from here out. I mean, they still got Magyars, Bengalis, even Spanish are really good in some situations.
Yeah, it feels like Germany has like the Kavasan civs left, but USA has Spanish left for that.
Basically, Germany A now could just play mind games if they want. If they see USAB picking a map that they don't really like, they'll just burn 3 other bad civs. They could do that into whatever they can for like the ultimate winning combo left, which I think for them is Dravidians, Jurchen, Gujara, or maybe.
What? Jurchen, Gujara, Vietnamese pocket, right?
You think Vietnamese? I think Dravidians probably better with the Gujara pocket.
Yeah, or that way around, maybe Gujara's pocket. But I feel like maybe Golden Stream could be Jurchen, Gujara flanks Vietnamese pocket. Elephants in the middle are pretty good on Kavasan, so... And you've got Jurchens and Gujaras for rushing the lakes, right?
Yeah. That makes sense too.
That would be kind of my idea where Germany wants to play the winning game, and they will play around with Muisca, Shu pocket probably on Golden Stream. Actually, there's our high win rate civ, right? Will be a pocket civ to go Shu Lutrans versus Chinese Lutrans. Almost certain that's gonna happen actually. And then Dravidians, Byzantines, Shu maybe as a Golden Stream lineup is likely.
Malhar saying they should have played Golden Stream and Kawasan instead of Runestones. Yeah, I'd be tempted to do that too, just to have Germany A burn some of their better civs and know what they have left here. The Runestones was kind of a weird choice from them with the civs, for sure. I don't mind Britons or Bulgarians there, to be fair. It's just the pocket Byzantine, to me, is where I really have a problem.
Oh boy, I saw the map. We're going to Golden Lakes. And that means Germany has a really nice choice here. Because their fast civs are also really good on the close generation on Golden Lakes. Or on Kavasan. So USA can't know if they meet Jurchens and Gujaras here or later on.
Yeah, this is going to be really rough for them. Germany A is probably going to play Gujars here, I'd guess. And because they're going to expect USAB to pick Magyar, I'm guessing.
I will take super quick Rick.
Me too. Go ahead, I'll stay here. Yeah, Germany have shoes, so it's GG. Italians, Bengalis, and Spanish. On Golden Lakes? I would hope not. That sounds pretty bad to me. Malhar is saying they would only be able to play Spanish or Chinese, only one of them. Yeah. I guess they could maybe play both of them on Golden Stream, but is that smart? I don't know.
Golden Lakes feels like the riskiest map pick. If you want to quickly run, you can do it now. I'm back.
Okay, right back.
To me, Golden Lakes feels like the riskiest map pick, because you cannot know what's coming for Germany. If you pick Kavasan now, you just play a game. But you also don't know it there. Could go Golden Stream, but probably USA doesn't really want to play Golden Stream. So I guess you're trying to win this one. And then, as Germany, you have the option to play throwaway matchup and bank on Kavasan, because the opponents might have to use either Bengalis or Spanish here at least. And that should make it easier then. to win cover sun, right? You say can't use all their top serves, but I have to guarantee to win this game still, so oof. I'd hate to be in their position here. That's also why it's taking a bit, right? The mind games are going hot, so we're not jumping right into the next one. There's a lot of thinking to do here. Hello again, Mr. Cactus. And I only noticed today that... Wait, this one... No, normally Cactus is without this C, right? I only noticed the C in your name today. Sometimes English, German, I don't even know what cactus is with the C in. Multiple C's in English. It's on purpose? Yeah, I know that it's on purpose, obviously. It's supposed to be a funny Twitch name. If they just burn all their top sieves, they get steamrolled after. Yeah. But do you want to be steamrolled now or after, right? You have to pick good sieves good enough that you beat a trash eco lineup by the Germans, but then if the Germans go all in, you also have to have a lineup that can beat that, or otherwise you're dead, so... I guess you pick a playable lineup against the top lineup of Germany, but try to not invest everything and outskill them.
I'm back, by the way. Should we jump into the game?
Oh, it started. Perfect timing then.
Yes, sir.
Muisca, yeah, eco civ for the Germans. But no, never mind, they have Gujaras. Half eco civ matchup for the Germans?
Gujaras, Ketons, and Muisca. Weird. Did not
rush down one side, right? Rush down one side where Kelar holds, I guess, is the theory. We're into the match point game for the Germans. Kelar as the holding side with the Muisca against boOmstik's Bengalis. That's a good matchup. Temple Guard are good against elephants. And in the south, we have the Italians for Hydra, and they will face Keton, Step Lancers, and Gujara Camels, probably, because you don't rush the Bengali, right? Hazzy as a Magyar pocket. That's pretty vulnerable against the Gujara pocket as well. Oh boy, I fear for a 4-1 here.
I do too, although, well,
Still
I don't know. I kind of like this.
You know? Yeah.
I think the sips are actually better for USAB here. I mean, the Magyar pocket is just so good. I think that's the big.
True, Magyars can go accept CA, right? And then they're fine with the camel pocket. Keton's obviously not that great. What are the camels of ShiXo doing? Why are they attacking forward going condos? ShiXo did play well with the Maya. I mean, Keton's isn't a great CV either, but not convincing so far.
Very strange starts from everyone, I feel like. I did not expect them to want to double rush a Bengali.
Yeah, I didn't either. I said the opposite, right?
Yeah, which made sense. Why would you? And you got Italians rushing at Ketons and actually killing some villagers, I think.
Not supposed to happen. That's ShiXo got too many compliments on his Maya game and now is playing bad again. Jinx, so that's simply what's happening here. Like the Step Lancer should be rushing down the Italian, not the other way around.
Hazzy needs to be careful with his ACA there on the right side. He's losing some to the camels. Okay, camels regrouping.
Double HCA comp? Is that like a thing? Why are we not seeing more battle elephants with HCA? Where's elite elephant archers with HCA? Feels a bit redundant. I guess you don't want to, against Muisca temple guards, you don't want to go battle elephants? Yeah, I can see that. Because they attack faster the longer they attack, so they're good against elephants.
boOmstik's choosing to try to move forward with all of his elephant arch. I think he just needs to build up. Protect his base a little here. Oh, man. Point there
with the woodlands as well. Imagine as an O shot there.
Hazzy starting to lose a little bit on his base too. Oh man, Hazzy, what are you doing? He's flooding units straight into the fight. That's not so good. I like the way Hydra's playing the bottom though. I think Hydra will win that eventually if given the time. The big issue we got here, though, is how Hazzy's playing the middle. Not looking very good.
Lake sneak! Lake sneak! Keller took the top lake.
Oh, jeez. I didn't even notice.
We're back to TM Rising Star 3 finals, but this time Keller is hunting the lakes. And he's not meeting a liquid. Yes, catapult galleons on the lakes, so South American civilizations now remotely helpful with lake control. But also lakes matter a lot for the gold income here if you don't have the middle, because there's a lot of oysters there. Temple Guard is out clinkering away for Keller, looking to defend the Bengali push.
Oof, I can't tell who's winning this right now. I love the Magyar has going to do some damage potentially to those SO, and USAB really needs that to be successful. I don't think they're getting any hits in though. I think the Elephant Archers are just cleaning up the SO actually.
Bengali Elephant Archers is still really strong. I guess the Quechua Warriors also don't have enough bonus damage to kind of unique skirmishers.
They're gonna try. USAB team's just gonna try to win this without gold, I guess. Like they can't trade.
Only 2 bonus damage, yeah. Can't trade.
Man.
True, they can't trade with that, but they could maybe get the middle, as he's playing for that a bit now, and Hydra is pushing the castles of ShiXo. A bit Titanic game by ShiXo. Good game by Hydra.
Not looking strong. He's got 16 HCA and 13 Lancers, and he's got to make something happen with them. The positive side, he still has resources.
Ah, then both are there.
Eh, he's even, I don't know. It's actually, I think ShiXo's looking kind of fine-ish at the moment. He might lose his trebs though to those bombard cannons that are freshly coming out, although they're shooting the castle at the moment, but be good for Hydra to re-aim those.
Think so, yeah, maybe. We've got Cav Archers. I don't like
look on the right.
Cav Archers that much.
Hazard on the SO. That was really good move from Hazzy. They needed that. They really needed that. Oh man, I'm kind of holding my breath here for the USAP team. This is like, whew, what a match. Man, Keller's making the Moiska look decent here though.
Keller has been making the Moiska look good throughout the whole tournament.
Pretty good against Bengali.
Yeah, as I said, the Temple Guards are nice units against everything Bengalis want to make. And Siege Rangers obviously helpful as well. It's just the amount of bonus damage that they're doing since they attack super fast once they get a few attacks in and then keep attacking. And they really get to shine with that unique ability against elephants. You get so many hits until they die.
Hazzy has been getting a hold of a decent amount of SO with those Magyar Hazar, which they need that. I think ShiXo though is definitely in trouble. There's gonna be a point where Terz
big
needs
fight
to move
up
over.
top though. Elephant Archers on the hill for Terz against Elephant Archers down the hill for boOmstik. So right now, good fight taken by Germany. Now the even higher ground taken by Hazzy. See a massive fight, massive 100 shots onto Hazzy coming in. Castles are being fought over as well, being shot by a lot of trebuchets. Indeed, lots of elephants. Elephant mode, a good choice. Skirmishers for boOmstik.
That's a wild pick here. I would love to see Hydra sling some food over to Hazzy. Hazzy needs more Mega Hazars, ideally. A lot of farms being built from boOmstik there in the middle, which is also odd.
ShiXo's pushing back in the south. Is he pushing back? He's also losing a lot of base. I don't know. Oh, he's a bit both, but ShiXo's pretty pushed, yeah. Top the big fight storage. I think US is holding the line. They're redistributing some eco, but that's more Terz slinging his team now. 92 on gold for Terz. Germans using the lake always very well on these maps. Terz actually isn't, but Keller has 2 lakes. Therefore lots of gold income. Muisca need that, it's very expensive civilization.
boOmstik losing a lot of elephants here. Oh man, he can't afford to replenish those either. That's going to be really rough for him. Hazzy needs to save up those Magyar Hazar. He's kind of running them in one by one a lot. I like the use of treads though.
will die here, I think, for kelar before it goes up? Or after it goes up? But that's the only question. Castle dies for boOmstik as well.
Oh, watch the HCA!
More big shots! Hazzy! Yes! Oh, no! Summer saved in the castle, but he lost a lot there. Just from kelar finding so much value. After a little bit game 1 nerfs at the start, kelar has really found his footing into this series. Didn't look that great with Hans, but everything else he is making work, and Terz nicely echoing, providing lots of meat shield there as well. Now Hydra, the big hope for his team, is pushing once again, easily taking out the rocket carts with his Italian not so long range bombard cannons. Has a good army there in place. ShiXo pushed to the brim of the map, trying to start trade here. Obviously starting trade a lot harder for the US team with the catapult gains up on the top.
I can't tell who's winning. I mean, that's got to be the ugliest trade line I've ever seen from the Germany A team down there, with all these houses like literally right in front of the market. But at the same time, like you mentioned earlier, I think
Better that than none, right?
Oh, look at that! They actually have water on the left now too. Germany A just taking all the water from USA.
No way! kelar is fed up with funny liquid. Oh wait, that was made many years ago. But definitely his team is going for the 4 lakes on 4 lakes strategy here. On golden lakes it's even better because there's gold in the lakes.
Hence the name, yes.
No, the lane's only because of the middle, but it's still golden lakes. I think originally there were no oysters, right? The map was still called golden lakes because of the middle gold. But it very much suits the game name as we get a little breather here to analyze the situation, which is nice, I would say. It's for use
what an intense game. What is this castle being built from boOmstik on the top? That's also random.
I think that is an old foundation.
No. On the right of that. On the right top of kelar's base.
Oh, I see it now. Lag was the reason. boOmstik wants a lake. Maybe forward docks now. The forward docks on this front would actually be massive.
The Genbos from Hydra's doing really good in the middle against those elephant archers. Oh, God.
Yeah, they're doing well, but letting ShiXo reboom, wasn't that one of their win cons to kill ShiXo?
I think taking the middle might be the win count now, or the win condition. They need the gold.
Yeah, they need the gold. Yeah, that's a good point.
Man, this is so hard for USAB team. I love the way Hydra's playing this.
Hydra's killing so many rocket cards. Like, every time a rocket card moves forward for ShiXo, bombard can instantly hits it. Obviously, I jinxed Hydra now as ShiXo's getting some shots on the Genbos. But there they go again. There will go the trebuchets as well, and ShiXo still has 160 pop. It's actually not too bad. He's doing the plays, right? He's fighting for the docks, therefore killing Hydra's Hazzy's gold income there with the oysters. So ShiXo doing well on the dock sneak part of things. Terz controlling the middle with all the elephant archers though. It's a good situation for the German team. Although kelar is lagging a lot, I guess.
Man, Germany's not really trading when that's like probably their biggest advantage, but they also have the water with all that oyster farming going on. I think once the oysters are gone, though, it's going to become really hard for them to get gold.
There's a lot of oysters in this lake stock. There's like 5k in the southern lakes still. There's like 5k in all the ponds left. Right? Northern pond is actually most fished out. The Kitans are great, but the way the silk pools work here. Hitman just answered.
I think Terz is kind of winning the game right now for their team. I mean, look at that. He's got 49 elephant archers in the middle. Across from it, Hazzy on a hill, but Magar HCA only 36 of them.
Yeah, that's a lot to this. All right. Terz completely out of wood though. Like Source Bank isn't looking too great for him. ShiXo has a lot of food. kelar ping problems and
very odd castles from boOmstik going down the side of the map over there. Almost knocking out a castle, but he didn't quite do it. This is the weirdest game I think I've seen on this map. Like, what is what is really going on here? The Magyar HC are actually doing really well against the elephants on the hill, utilizing the hill to their power.
Nice dancing as well. Hazzy using the 3 paladins there to distract the shots of Terz. And Terz needs to focus fire his elephant archers. Ooh, but they keep fighting at the paladin, so great micro fight there by Hazzy. Now he's retreating.
Look at the Jembos on the bottom.
Killed a lot there.
Oh, I thought Hydra was about to lose those to the to the Otter, so he got lucky that he noticed right at the last second.
Good call though to the rocket cuts now, maybe. Good shot by ShiXo. Good shot by ShiXo. That's half of them gone. Liao Dao following them. Aiming to slow them down. Is that Liao Dao? No, that's White Feather Guard. I always confuse those two unique
units. Aim the castle. I didn't even say aim the castle. Right? Oof, this is such a heated match.
Feels advantage Germany though, right? As long as they keep the US team off the middle, they will run completely out of gold. No trade line possibility, no docks. What do you do?
Yep. I mean, Terz has only 7 on wood. He's now out of wood. That might become a problem for him as he's trying to build more farms. Kelar, gosh, Keller's just marching into boOmstik's base. Looking really nasty for boOmstik. Only 22 HCA from Hazzy. Hazzy's probably panicking a little bit there. The Genbo's trying to move over, maybe to get a hold of those
Kelar is pushing Bengalis with Muisca. Muisca OP confirmed. Stop sleeping on Muisca. And this is even before they get all the buffs.
Yeah. Yeah, Temple Guards are surprisingly good in this situation. Gotta hand it to them. Wow.
Elephant Archers only on the retreat. boOmstik has got no army left.
I see Hydra doing a lot to try to take back the left side of his base with the water there. But he's now losing the front to ShiXo. To Skurbs and Lodao.
Skurbs!
Interesting.
Oh no, Skurbs winning. Oh
you
my
would hope
god,
there would be
ShiXo
some
will claim
condos
that
or
the
something.
Skurbs won. Yeah, but without gold, what do you do against Skurbs, I guess?
Exactly. I would sell my
he doesn't have
stone if I'm
stables,
Hydra.
right, so. Yeah, the US boys are out of it.
This is looking terrible for USA. Yeah.
More Skurbs.
Ooh, good shots though.
Elephant Archers dying to SO shots in the north. Oh boy. Germany looking good.
They're looking very good. Yeah, definitely.
Even without the snake.
Yeah. I'm not sure if the snake actually adds a lot to their team at this point. Of course, it's always fun to play with Viper, but
yeah, I mean, you're still hoping that Viper plays against you in the semis, no?
Of course. Viper playing me will definitely motivate me a lot. I love playing Viper, but yeah. Good picks on for Hazzy there and taking out the SO, but man, is there a comeback available even to the USA B team? I don't know if there is. I mean, Terz is so confident, he's just marching underneath the castle with his elephant archers at this point. Temple Guards, man. Wow.
Temple Guards OP and the GG is called. USAB has to throw in the towel to the Muisca feet of Kelar, who will go to the next LAN event with a Temple Guard costume, and he will go to the semifinals with his team Germany A. Congratulations!
Wow, congrats to the Germany team. Amazing civ picking. I mean, some of it really out of left field, but worked every time. Good counter picking. Really good counter picking. Even some of these, like you're picking Muisca. I did not even think of that as a counter. Just something like Bengali, but it worked very well. Anyone still doubting Muisca?
Temple Guard costume. Order it now, Kelar. Next time I see you in real life, I want you wearing it.
At this point, I think you should Yeah, I should
Keller's
definitely
also
invest in one of
pretty
those costumes.
tall. I think he would look good with the big pickaxe that they have.
Hello.
Oh wow, someone's
Oh,
ready
that
for
was
their
fast.
interview.
I have it in message. Yeah.
He's like, we're here.
Always ready to brag.
Congratulations, Keller. Wow, well played today. Are the others
Very
coming
well played
too?
today.
I'm not sure if they can join.
I can
Hello.
drag him. There's Terz. ShiXo, get in here. Bring some skirmishes.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Terz.
Hello,
Congrats.
hello. Congrats.
Just need a bold Roman. Yes, a bold Roman. Let's say bold Roman. There he is. Hello, ShiXo. Now the whole team's here. Congratulations, Germany
Hello, hello.
A. Great place today, guys.
Sick team.
Did you expect it to be this dominant, or are you gleefully surprised?
I did a lot of pre-cooking, but that was all assuming that they picked pool 3. So almost all of my pre-cooking was pretty useless. But I think pool 1 is a lot worse than pool 3 with no real water. And yeah. So I was really happy that they picked pool 1. And then yeah, we just won the first game against good civs. Second game, they also used really.
We'll get
really
to the
strong
games, Keller.
civs.
This is the general
Okay.
part.
I think
I'm happy.
I think after the set versus Australia, it was like closer than we expected.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I think we were a bit more worried. At least I was as well. But it went smooth.
That's worried. All right. Kellen, general questions from you.
I'm always worried playing with Killer.
Yeah, Keller, I mean, opening up with Persians from the pocket. What was the reasoning behind that? Especially on a map that I thought you should never play Persians on because it's so hard to farm on.
Yeah. That was maybe a bit of a mistake. We just wanted to open really strong.
It turned out to be genius.
Yeah, we wanted to just win the first game. And I mean, there's not really another map except maybe Runestones that we could have picked a slower civ with Persians where you can get to elephants.
Yeah.
So it was either Outcrop or Runestones. And for Runestones, we already wanted Slavs, Japanese, and then we didn't need Persians, so we put them on Outcrop.
Gotcha. Now, that was, one of the last civs I would have ever predicted you playing with, especially when you happen to get them across from a Mongol. I mean, Mongols also similar issues, right? Slow to build up, but very powerful later, but not very good against Persians.
Yeah, that
Persians
went
ended up being
perfectly, that we instantly
the civ picking. Yeah. Civ
got
picking was
the Mongols out of the way. Yeah.
great on your side.
I've got a
and I was
chat
actually
question. Okay, finish. Sorry.
I was just saying, I was hyping you up a lot, Keller, as sort of like the mad genius when it comes to civ picking, and you proved me right today.
Yeah, sometimes it works really well, like today, but I think against Australia, for example, it went really badly. So that's always a bit of the issue.
Yeah, we have to talk a bit about your little issues that you had at the start of game 1 on Outcrop.
And if your kids are so shit.
boOmstik showed why he's a Sicilian's lover, and you had a lot of rams in your face, and then you had to resort, or felt like you had to resort to making a unit that you deeply love, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just built whatever I could because I couldn't build any more military buildings, so I had to do short builds because there was no space for any more like ranges or something that I rather wanted to build. And
that was
then
an excellent push from boOmstik.
Terz just saved me, and yeah I Titanic that a bit.
No, you actually recovered really fast. It was like, I think Otter and I looked away at something else on the map. We looked back and it was like, oh, did Keller even lose his base?
Yeah, I mean, I
base was
just
back.
had a big eco still. Like I just instantly went with a lot of. I had like 60 Cs in the area, the outcrop area. So all of my eco was already safe. and then I got some wood slung, and that's basically all I needed.
I want to
just get back
ask
out.
Terz a bit about that, because obviously kelar took, he bit back nicely, but he took up a lot of space there as well. And we talked about Persians needing a lot of farm space and there not being much on the map. And then you had to lend half your base to kelar and sling the guy. I mean, how did that game feel from the pocket perspective?
Very horrible. I even wanted to build Caravanserai, and I built a few, but finding space for them was very tough. So I hope Grinchy appreciated that one.
Hit it.
But yeah, I think the map was also it felt a bit bugged, like in the sense that the hill was just flat on our side.
And really big.
Very big, yeah. It felt like it took even a bit more space than it sometimes does. So yeah, it was not great, but was enough. I think what really helped is that the war elephants take out buildings so fast, so they just cleaned the donjons very fast as well.
Yeah, totally. And they were sucking up so many Mangadai shots. So Mangadai were doing incredible amount of damage, but it stopped the elephants.
Yeah, after the game we said we probably would have had big problems if the Mangadai ran into our trade.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
I mean, yeah, because it's hard to protect the whole trade line with castles, right? Because there's like no space. Like I guess Savar can clean that up, but still could have killed a lot.
How was it for you, Zaya? There was a lot of back and forth on your side. Hydra pushed you back really well initially.
Yeah, I also had a lot of problems with the space in general. First push didn't go quite as well, and then I was just playing defense and was trying to rotate a little bit. Because he had elephants, I tried to push them from the bottom, so he had to put his attention to there, and then I moved back to the center, and then back to bottom, always keeping him on his toes. And then I figured that I have to get more eco up in the corner of the map where also the market was. And then once I got the gold there, it was fine. I was also really low on trade because I didn't have any space to build markets in the back of my base. So I was producing from one market, which is terrible. So I didn't have much trade. So I was lucky to get the resource in the corner that saved me.
We'll get to the general chat questions later, but unless you have more questions, Kellen, about game 1, would move on to game 2.
Let's move on.
You want to open us up for game 2 on Canyon Lake?
Well, what's there to say? I'm trying to recall the details of that one.
Maya game. That's the Maya game.
Yeah.
You had a great rush, guys, right? That was a bit of throwaway lineup for you guys.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And then the rush went really well. ShiXo even killed 5 villagers with Maya.
Never expected that.
ShiXo, how do you feel about Maya as a rush civ? Let's hear from ShiXo, though. I think that was a standout performance. You played great with Maya.
It's fine. I think I every time get the shit civs and I have to hold somehow, but it's fine. For the start, Mayans feels great, but like against Teutons, later that it goes, it's terrible, right?
Yep.
Like Siege on it, I have to snipe them every time. I think I did a great job there against backyback to hold there all the time, but was annoying a little bit and scary.
I'm guessing, Keller, you were hoping for the flip, where basically it would be Turks against Teutons.
Yeah, that would have been better, but then Maya Kells is also something you can do. I think with the civs they picked, like 3 top 15 civs of them, and us not picking any of the top 15 in the draft from us, I think it's just impossible to win for us, really. So it's fine. It went better than expected, really.
Yeah.
But
after that game that must have given you confidence in Germany is looking stronger, because that game was closer than game 1. Or it wasn't closer than game 1, but game 1 was even civs, and this was very uneven civs. And it was kind of close.
Yeah, I don't know if it was kind of close, but you guys still played it well. Yeah, you made it tough for them early. Killed a lot of vills. There was one point where you guys had like an eco lead. I'm pretty sure. But then once you had the Celts rolling on the left and you had the Teutons rolling on the right, I think you guys knew Doom was inevitable at that point. But still really well played for sure.
That was game 2, and then we went on to Vinland Saga already, right?
Yep.
I guess you assumed a Paladin pocket with the Malian pick.
Yes.
What do you think about the other 2 picks of the USA team there?
I was really confused about like Frank's Bohemians is such high level picks. Frank's probably the best pocket they had left to pick.
You think so? Frank's the best pocket.
They had left. Like they already used Teuton, they already used Hindustani, they already used Burmese. Then Frank's was, in my opinion, by far the best pocket they had left.
Okay.
I think they're better than Magyar's overall. Especially against
Okay.
power pockets, but Aztecs, obviously, you know my opinion on Aztecs. Bohemians
obviously
worked out okayish in the sense that we just could never fight their army, but we didn't need to because we could just move around them and stop them from ever having an eco and just go away wherever the army of the Bohemians is and move to another spot.
Looked like you were having some troubles against the Bohemians, though, right? You tried to push them hard, and that failed pretty decently.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
had a really nice eco behind that. Maybe if they just tried to full push me, I don't know. Then he went back, I think, because the pocket couldn't support him anymore.
I think what made it hard for USA there is you basically counterpicked from the pocket. Like Malians was really, I mean, Terz, you were basically putting a lot of pressure on Hazzy. You took the middle quick early on. You sent a lot of camels there and killed a lot of paladins. Really well played by you, by instantly sniffing out that you have a big sip advantage across middle. And I think that shut down Franks and also controlled the middle so you guys could be mobile across the middle.
Yeah.
If it weren't for that, I think the USAB team was probably doing just fine. On the right side, the Aztecs and the Georgians were having, like Georgians were winning, but it wasn't like a landslide. Bohemians obviously really hard to beat for the Huns after the Bohemians get rolling. And it's just, you guys control the middle so well. I think that's really what won the game. So well played from Terz and the choice to have Malians there when they happen to pick Franks. That's such a good counter pick.
Yeah, maybe that's a good point to ask Admiral Zhao's question. He wants me to ask Terz if he is the new prodigy. He says it's a serious question, and he adds that he thinks he could be the new best.
The new prodigy. Well, I used to call Hydra the prodigy, actually, which is funny. So now has the prodigy title rotated over to Terz? I think that's a legitimate question. Terz, you
I don't know if I can ever be as good as Zhao, but I will try.
Something.
He said serious question. He said serious question. We need a serious answer.
No, I like to play deathmatch. It's very fun. But
I think,
from my perspective, you're definitely a prodigy of DM.
Yeah, I think out of the pockets, like I recruited him with in mind. Okay, we need Zayu and me are playing, and then we need another really strong pocket, and he's a 2K7 RM obviously, and a really experienced team game RM player as well. So I'm not surprised that he played really well in pocket all of the sets so far, but he also put in a lot of work in, like, he just plays so many games out of my team, like probably more than everyone else combined. So I'm interested to see if he will sign up for the next 1v1 tournaments and how good he can be, because I already played some 1v1s against him, random stuff obviously, but it was like, I think he can be a top DMR for sure.
He's very scary in 1v1s, so I agree.
We occasionally get these armors.
Next 1v1 tournament.
We
You
occasionally
first
get
need to
these
get a yes
armors who are high rated in RM, who are also able to like instantly rotate and being good in DM. I mean, Viper was obviously the classic case. We've seen a few others throughout the past. We've also seen a lot of them faceplant. Doubt being probably the most memorable one, who seemed like he played a good amount of DM and still is terrible. I would say more recently we had Ganji being a standout performer right off the bat. Maybe the fastest to improve in DM that I've ever seen, going from brand new to DM to coming in second in DM World Cup 4. But I think Terz is on a similar level of progression as Ganji. So yeah, I would be really interested to see your progression there, Terz, in the future. I know you're being a little modest about it right now, but yeah, I would love to see you continue to play DM if there's more DM events to play.
Yeah, we'll probably sign up to more.
Yes, something is going crazy with my game. But we'll sign up tomorrow. That's great to hear. And let's go on to the. I need to restart my game. This window isn't going away. Let's go on to the next game. I'm a bit rattled by my technical issues here.
Runestones.
But that's already Runestones, yeah.
Runestones, you guys had Slav, Lithuanian, Japanese. Obviously, 3 really powerful civs. At this point, you guys are up, and you're probably looking to finish out the series, is what I'm guessing, right, Keller?
We talked a bit about if we want to do this lineup on Runestones or if we want to save it. But I think we just decided, okay, this is like the best lineup we can do for Runestones. And if we just win that, then we have 3 more games to finish out the series. And at least 1 more really strong lineup with Eurasians. So we just decided to go for it, because they also didn't really have any super strong civs left. And it showed like Byzantine Pocket was just super useless against all of our civs.
Yeah.
And Britain's obviously in a lot of trouble against strong siege civs.
I was very shocked to see USAB use Byzantines there. They maybe could have used like Magyars and made it harder for you guys to win that. So yeah, I totally agree with you on that. I think Zayu played fantastic on the right side, instantly putting a lot of pressure on boOmstik early in the game. You were rushing with champions, which is something I haven't seen in a while. And working.
Thanks. Yeah. Well, when I play Bulgarians and they don't have treadmill crane, and I saw that, I immediately unqueued or dequeued all of my halberdiers that I had and went for it. Because usually it takes quite a while for Bulgarians to get their stuff out, and if you can deny the siege for a long time, then it's really difficult for them. So I think this is a natural adaptation from 1v1 gameplay to go for a fast rush, even with champions and not with cavalry.
Yeah, totally. It worked out really well for you. I mean, that's such a powerful civ lineup you have, though. I mean, I know you've been a big fan of Lithuanian Pocket, Keller. Keller and I, by the way, in the Quendi chat, had a long discussion about this.
I heard about that.
It's like you put. I mean, to me, to put Lithuanian ahead of a lot of those other civs was wild. But hey, you made it work. Has that lived up to your expectations, Keller?
I mean, this wasn't really the game for Lithuanians. I think Lithuanians is just a full-on counter pick to a lot of the strong siege civs, like Slavs, Celts, for example. You just get completely overrun if they're late is coming. And that's why it's such a strong pocket, in my opinion. In this case, it was a bit of an overkill. I think pretty much every other Paladin civ or even Camel civ would have won that game for us. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys use 3 very powerful civs, at least in your views of the civs.
At least in your views of the civs.
I mean, you're proving your point. The Lithuanians have been
Turks,
great in every game
like,
they played.
The Turks lost today, I mean...
Yeah.
It was a four-way civs with Turks.
You commented on that a bit, that you picked Turks in that game to make them look bad, so the tier list is right.
No.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't know. They're not that strong.
Yeah.
But you guys were
And then going
disagreeing
into the
more about Lithuanians than about
I think
Turks.
Berbers and Lithuanians were the main points of contention.
Okay. Because
Well,
Brew
I
was
just
very
remember when you-
agitated about the Turks, and it's also Quendi chat, right? So, thought.
Yeah, Brew actually sent me a message as well saying like my eyes, I'm crying, like I can't believe they posted this. And at first I thought the same thing, but in the end there was not that many deviances. It's mostly just a couple of these were really different. Like for example, we didn't put Portuguese at like F tier. You know, to us like we could
Need
talk
to
about
make
Portuguese
a
all day.
counter video, reaction video by True to the city.
Reaction video.
We need
But yeah,
reaction
Lithuanians being ahead
YouTuber
of a lot of
Kellen
those.
and yeah. Or Brew. Brew would probably also be funny.
Brew would be hilarious, actually. I could probably do that with Brew if we wanted to. It'd
You
be
and
funny.
Brew, that would be a great video.
A little bit late, but yeah. But yeah, no, you've made it all kind of work for you. So, and going into the final game, is it okay if I move over to that?
Yeah, let's talk about Muisca. Kelar wants to red.
Muisca, Gujara, Keton. Like, I was stunned by that more than any other choices you've made in the tournament. Well, other than maybe the Persian on the first map. Because Gujara to me very strong pocket, but then Keton and Muisca, it's like pairing really strong with really weak. I thought, but then you kind of made a point, I guess. Was that your thought process? Is that you wanted to counter Bengali with them?
I think like the two civs that were really strong that they have left are Bengalis and Magyars. We counter Magyars with Gujaras and Bengalis with Muisca. And
That's simple.
they kind of have to pick them if they want to win. Muisca are really strong, except against like strong infantry siege civs. That's a bit of the issue for them. But they didn't have any of those left. So, and I think a bit of a problem for them is also that all the units are so expensive. But with Golden Lakes, you can I just did a lot of fishing eco on both lakes. So I could just afford everything.
30k
That was
gold and
hilarious.
oysters on the map. Turfox also asking, how important are the ponds?
I think they make Muisca from like a okay civ to I think like B tier, A tier. I think they work
E tier,
really well.
A tier. Holy. Imagine putting Muisca A tier.
So you didn't go for the ponds to deny your opponents completely all gold on the map and their trade. You just went for the ponds because you needed the gold yourself?
I mean, obviously the pond, like we knew it's USAB, they aren't the biggest fans of water, so we could just like go for the ponds and deny them that because they won't commit a lot on it. And then we have Gujaras in the middle and can just dominate that, and then they don't really have any way of having a good gold income.
So you banned Team Islands to make Golden Lakes a water map.
I mean, we have some skill issues on Team Islands. So.
Oh, really?
Who?
Okay,
Who has skill issues on
you
Team
know
Islands?
that we're playing them.
Yeah,
I think if you look at our stats, you see that.
Don't worry,
very
Zayu.
good with
We have equally bad problems on that map. I don't think you guys have anything to worry
Germany
about.
won't rewatch the cast. You might want to rewatch the cast, guys. Just saying. I'm not saying more.
I mean, I've been getting praise at the start of this cast about a certain choice that we made, which was actually just a hockey misplacement. So I'll say no more about that.
Hockey misplay. Okay, that's a new excuse.
Hockey misplacement into new strategy. Yeah. But yeah,
That's funny.
water. That'll be interesting. Yeah, you guys made these civs work though. At least Muisca, especially how you got on the water. That's so annoying. You know what's funny is we played, I think like 10-ish sets against USAA did, and anytime Hazzy was on this map, he would somehow get on one of our corner ponds every time.
Really?
And it got to the point where we were like hunting his villager crossing the map. and I was looking forward to seeing that in this game, but I
And then
think
it's
Hazzy
Germany
was
doing
too
that.
locked in.
Wow. Huh.
Yes, and you ended up pulling that off on him, which was kind of funny. Not only getting on the top one, but then ShiXo going down the edge of the map and getting on the other one as well. It's like, gosh, could you guys be any more annoying?
ShiXo, you had a pretty
Oh.
rough time in this game, like from the rush to being pressured by Hydra a lot. With like, you shouldn't be the one being rushed there, right, by Italians? How happy were you that you had positive game impact once you docked that pond?
I was really happy about that because my little base there in the back of Hazzy and Hydra was doing a lot of damage with the siege ram as well, and some barracks, like I think it distracted him, so I got like good shots on the unique unit on his
Eventually,
called,
right? You microed them
Italian
really
archers.
well, and then at the end you got good shots finally.
Yeah, I had a positive KD at the end, so I am really happy about that game. So at the end,
He
it
had the
worked
best
somehow.
KD possible. He had the least amount of losses and the most amount of kills. So
Really?
But it didn't felt like in the
I mean,
game.
I guess
like,
if you
it
make
was,
no
like,
army,
very
then
much
you can't
impressive.
lose as much army. It's the old leaf take.
I was doing army, but nothing worked against those kind of army he has. Like, I can't do anything against his bombard cannons. Like, I don't know how to snipe them. In this case, it was really tough.
You did good to survive. I think that maybe is your skill set. Is just you don't die. You know, you're maybe not one to rely on to be a big pusher, but you definitely are good at being a cockroach in a lot of ways.
That's just because of the civilizations I get.
No.
Okay.
I've seen your TDM performances. You always die hard at the start, somehow survive, and then win around the 1 hour mark, ShiXo. So you can't deny that happens in 1v1 too.
Nah, that's not true.
Maybe next season not, but I'll make sure you fully die.
As we were watching that game, we kept saying like, "Oh, it's gonna be really rough for ShiXo. Like, they're not doing anything to stop that push. ShiXo is probably gonna die here." And then it's like 20 minutes later, ShiXo still might die here. Maybe, probably not anymore. Like, it was like, wow. Then by the end of the game, you still had like the same base.
It was a bit the only hope for the US team as well, though, right? Because the other fronts were looking bad and they had no gold, so they would have kind of needed that.
Yeah, I mean, when you got a Moiska with 189, like I'm looking at, let's see, at the 12-minute mark, Kelar, you had 192 kills and 106 deaths. Like your KD was almost 2-to-1 with a relatively cheap Civ. It's insane.
it's not a cheap Civ. That's the issue with Muisca. They are really expensive.
Well, you're playing
The
against
Temple Guard
Bengalis.
costs a lot of gold.
The Temple Guard cost like 80 food, 50 gold.
And
So
even,
much
even the
food, too?
unique unit is like super expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I mean, okay, they're expensive, but still, I'm looking at it like you have a 2-to-1 kill to death ratio against Elephant Archers and HCA. It seems really good. So yeah, that to me was already really rough for the USAB team. Terz, you also had a good KD. Everyone on your team actually had a great KD, including ShiXo. Pretty much 2-to-1 across the board, except for Terz. So yeah, really efficient use of your units. Good control.
Yeah, great games. If we have more questions about the games in chat, write them down now.
I have a question for True.
Oh boy.
How scared are you for the semifinal?
I was gonna ask you guys that. Get out of my mouth.
We weren't at that part yet. I said about
Hey.
the games, but okay, I can move to the bracket.
Who's interviewing who here? Okay. Let's keep this in.
Terz is the prodigy. Terz heard he's the prodigy, and he understood interviewer instead.
Well, I mean, looking at the Germany A team, like at the beginning, you guys with Nili, with Viper, with Kelar, it's like, wow, that's a powerful lineup. In the end, it turns out you don't need Nili or Viper. In fact, I was saying during this cast, I'd probably prefer Terz over Viper if I was picking my team.
Oh boy.
And I would definitely prefer Kelar over Viper. Kelar, you're probably one of my favorite players in DM. So of course you guys are really good, but I also have a very good team.
I do.
I feel really good. I mean, Improvise is playing better and better. Favorite is really reliable. Both of them very strong. Leash, one thing that we have going against us is Leash is leaving on the 5th, and hence why we're trying to rush playing prior to him leaving. But it'll still be me, I guess. I've, semi mostly de-rusted. So I feel like I can play pretty well as well. It's gonna be a fun series against you guys. I'm mostly afraid of Keller's mind games with the civs. I mean, after seeing that Persian on the first pick and then putting Moiska in there and beating Bengali, I feel like, holy crap, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about again. I feel like that happens a lot when I see Keller play or talk to Keller about civ choices like we did before. It's like either I don't know what I'm talking about, or Keller and I are just on polar opposite ends of views of DM. So yeah, no, that's gonna be really interesting. Obviously, we're gonna have some of our own mind games prepared for you guys, and I'm not gonna go any further to say that we're afraid of you guys or anything like that. But I do want to propose something. Whoever wins between our two teams needs to beat the Swedes.
Yes, that's the most important thing.
Beat the Swedes.
We
We
have
can
a
agree on
blood
that. So back to you guys then. What's your thoughts on USAA versus you guys? I answered the question, even though it's not me who's supposed to be getting interviewed.
I just hope it goes as well as the practice set went, which is not comparable at all, but still.
Yeah, that
Completely
practice
different
set.
lineups.
Yeah. Yeah. Practice set obviously a little bit earlier into us practicing. Mystical Soul was just coming off of like a 5-year hiatus or more than that. And he played the power civs in it. I think, Leash has also improved a lot since then, unrusting. So it will be a little bit different than that, I hope. To say the least.
Andy is relaying that he feels disrespected by your guys' pact. Not making a pact about Austria.
I mean, if Austria wins, I think it should be easy for the winner of Germany and US to win the tournament after our practice went.
I mean, yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I didn't even play against Austria, and I feel that. I don't give Austria a whole lot of hope against the Swedes. No offense though, Andy. I would love to see you guys do good. But yeah, that's where I'm standing. Sorry for the bias, but root for you to maybe get on the board.
Don't trust swept in Austria, I hear.
It would be wild if Austria wins that. I'll be singing your praises, Andy.
All right, do we have more questions for anyone on anyone? All the fighting words have been said, so I can't bite more fighting words out of anyone here, I think.
That's a lot of silence.
I'm confident to win this turn, he says.
You're always confident, Andy. Like, that's...
Andy, have you been confident to win in the last tournaments that you've played in DM?
He's going to say something about Deathmatch World Cup 5, I bet, right?
Yeah.
It's like Dowd mentioning Red Bull 3.
We will bring Leary for next round. Ooh. Leary, when I taught him DM years ago, and he was also... He didn't learn as fast as a lot of the other armors, I would say, but he was also only like 2k RM at that time. Funny enough, like 6 months after I taught him DM, and by the way, he wanted to sign up for DM Rising Star 2, which is why he was learning DM. So I'll bring up DM Rising Star, it's funny. But then, yeah, he ended up becoming like top 3 RMer like 6 months after I taught him DM. Same with like Fire did a similar thing, Slam, Back T, they all kind of had this DM spree and then became great in RM. But
Yeah,
yeah,
the Zhao's
that'd be cool.
apartment cup mentioned post, by the way, Admiral Zhao.
Zhao's apartment cup.
That still needs
The
to
Admiral
happen.
apartment cup. But yeah, no, that'd be fun to see Lyria in it, but I know that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, guys, so very excited for the semis here. Austria versus Sweden and your guys' teams against each other. True, and obviously the players that are here from Germany A.
It's gonna be fun.
I was supposed to remind you guys about scheduling the semifinals and finals to talk to Mojido. I hereby did my duty.
There's already a thread for that. We're on it.
Yeah.
Good. And I hope it will be a great show, and I'm very much looking forward to your guys' set. And yeah, thanks for coming in, Germany A. Congratulations. Awesome performance by you today. You're all
Thank
leading
you
with the future
both
prodigy
for
status.
casting.
Oh, it was fun. Yeah, fun to cast those games.
Some
Kelar,
real
now I know all your
players,
secrets.
Not like Austria and Sweden, so it's fun to cast.
Yeah. Only one American team left. For my Americans out there, we gotta hold the line.
You're the last ones. Thank you so much for co-casting, Drew. That was fantastic co-cast. It was
Oh, it's my
so
pleasure.
much fun to cast with you again. I think we vibed really well today. I'm hoping to do more, but if you go to the finals, it's obviously impossible. So, I mean, maybe for third
But
place match, I don't know.
I think
In the
we
future.
need to knock out Germany just so that I could get Keller and you in here again for the finals. You guys and all your
Either-
banter against each other is pretty funny.
And either way, I've ended up with a great co-caster, right? I can't lose.
I think it's okay for us if Drew casts the set USA versus Germany.
I thought you would be saying something against me again, but
Terz has more than one move. All right,
That's
thanks,
hilarious.
guys. I think I'm gonna say goodbye here. Great show, and
Yep.
see you
Thanks
guys
for
in the
Germany.
semis.
Thanks again for casting.
Thanks for
As always.
casting. Bye bye.
Any last words to the stream for you, Drew? No, he left as well. Then that's that. And we're looking forward to that action. That was a great semis. Also, thanks to everybody for watching. We peaked at probably over 100. I saw the 100, but I have one monitor, so I'm not really monitoring the real account. So yeah, very happy with the interest in Deathmatch Nations Cup. The games have been all amazing, so it shouldn't be a surprise, but I'm still amazed by it. Thanks a lot to the hosts of the tournament, Sniper and Joe folks, and thanks a lot to Mojido for doing so much organizational work for this event as well. They should also be mentioned. Austria 4-0 Sweden, and he's still raising the Austrian flag. We're looking forward to it. There's some talks about when it's gonna happen.